Good early evening from UC Health Stadium in Florence, Kentucky, where tonight we have not one but two games between the top two teams in all of the Battle of the Bourbon Trail, your Florence Y'alls and your Florence Freedom. Hi, folks. Glad you could join us. Aaron Brody alongside my partner in crime, who happens to be my dad today, Troy Brody, right here with us from the Ted Bushelman Memorial Press Box. Cloudy, overcast day, 81 degrees, game time temperatures, but things should heat up between these two teams on the field tonight. The Y'alls, the Freedom, bragging rights on the line in this one, Dad.
Yeah, for sure. These are the two best teams in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail, like we've talked about, and those two against each other. The Freedom have had the upper hand. They're 4-2 against the Y'alls, 2-4. But I'll tell you, there's some talented players on both of these rosters. Talking to pitching coordinator Chad Rhodes before the game, and he was just talking about the talent that's oozing out of these rosters on both of these teams.
Yeah, there's no question. The arms have been tremendous all season. It's a who's who for the Florence pitchers who are pooled up for this Battle of the Bourbon Trail. So they aren't pitching for one of these teams. They're pitching for both. And tonight we'll see on the mound for the Florence Y'alls a lefty by the name of Darian Fleming, who makes his second start on the bump for Brian White's crew. And on the other side, another lefty, Harrison Mert, going for the Freedom. And these are two guys, it's going to be an interesting matchup here. Two guys that profile more as relievers, who have gotten all of their opportunities, minus the one for Fleming, as relievers here in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail. But today, the opportunity to start. Yeah,
it's a big chance for them. It's an opportunity to step into a role that they're not accustomed to, but that's really what this whole Battle of the Bourbon Trail is all about, giving guys opportunities. You got game one of a doubleheader. I'm sure the intensity will pick up in game two as the pitching ratchets up, but I'm curious to see how they do today and how they handle the spotlight.
Well, it certainly is the top two teams in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail. The Freedom enter this one at 18-6 on the season. The Florence Y'alls at 15-9. It was Florence, the Freedom, last week 4-1 in their 5 matchups with the Lexington Legends. And on the other side, the Florence Y'alls finished 3-2 in their series this week.
Yeah, it's funny when you think about this whole process. This is about playing a 38-game season, then you come down to the end where All-Star Game meets World Series. So it's going to come down to the best of the Freedom and the Y'alls and the best of the Legends and the Los Leyendas. And we'll see who can battle it out in the 3-game series. So these games here are all about getting guys experience, getting guys development, getting them to improve. And I really believe both of these rosters, top to bottom, have improved from the start of this campaign.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about that. Chad Rhodes, Dennis Pelfrey, and Brian White, not to mention Mike Morris, the hitting coordinator, and the assistants they have on both sides, whether it's David Heilbrunn or Max Del Bello. They've all had these guys in Florence prepared, ready every start, every game, and getting the absolute best out of the rather lengthy rosters that they have in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail. It's been a lot of fun to watch. So as you see, another series between two teams who practice with each other, take BP with each other, pitchers who are throwing in both jerseys. What to you stands out as the biggest keys to success for these teams that know each other so well?
It's funny, they don't scout each other because they know each other. So you're going to go into the game, both teams probably feel like they know the other team's tendencies really well. Kind of turns into a game of cat and mouse. You don't have the element of surprise that you would normally have because both these managers know each other very well and they know their tendencies. So we'll see who maybe one of them tries to change things up a bit. You know, you wonder if that gets into their psyche a little. Oh, they're expecting me to run here. Maybe we won't. Try to throw them off. That's all the game that goes on behind the game in the great game of baseball.
Yeah, I can kind of throw the game plans out the window, see what each game dictates, but two very flexible managers, two very flexible teams. It should be a lot of fun. It will be the Freedom who are at home for this midweek series, yet they stay on the third base dugout, and that is where we will have Dennis Pelfrey, the Freedom skipper, mic'd up, who it's kind of a pseudo 6th year here in Florence. You know Pelf, he's been the man. Took his talents to affiliated baseball this past offseason with the San Jose Giants, but is back for more in Florence due to the fact that COVID-19 has canceled the minor league baseball season. So it's the Freedom, it's the Y'alls. It has been a series the first 2 times we've seen it that's been very, very good, very closely competed against on both sides. But it has been the Freedom who have won each of the first 2 series against their brethren Y'alls. Florence, the Freedom, 4-2 against the Y'alls, 2-4 the record for Brian White's Y'alls against the Freedom. But throw all that out the window. We are closing in on first pitch of a brand new series on an overcast day here at UC Health Stadium. We're going to step aside. When we come back, starting lineups, the national anthem, and then you know what comes next. First pitch between the Freedom and Y'alls right here on the Freedom Broadcasting Network.
They're getting all new lights for next season. They were getting them this year, the LEDs. Got the Batman today.
At Gentle Touch Grooming, your pet is treated with care and will look beautiful. Give your dog or cat the spa day they need. Gentle Touch offers spa baths, deluxe spa baths, full haircuts, and nail trimmings.
Book an appointment today at 859-283-1373. That's 859-283-1373. Gentle Touch will even offer 10% off just for mentioning this ad. They want to see those waggling tails soon at Gentle Touch Grooming.
What's up with those pants you got on there? No comment? When are you throwing again? Here? Or with me?
Almost that time. Freedom and Y'alls in game 1 of 2 here tonight at UC Health Stadium. Aaron Brody and Troy Brody with you as we take a quick look at tonight's starting lineup, starting with the visitors, your Florence Y'alls.
Thank you, Aaron. Leading off for the Y'alls, Will Baker playing shortstop. Blaze Spees bats in the 2 spot playing right field. Johnny Knight plays left field and hits 3 with Mike Galino in the cleanup spot, the designated hitter. Austin Medico will catch and bat 5th. Kevin Belsky plays first base and hits in the 6th spot in the lineup. Rolando Gomez playing second base, hitting 7th. Batting 8th, Dakota Hunley playing third base. And batting 9th, Mitch Piotnik playing center field with Darian Fleming on the mound.
Behind the lefty Harrison Mert defensively for the Florence Freedom, starting with the outfield from left to right, Chad Setio, Brian Danzero, and E.P. Reese. Double play duo up the middle, Cesar Trejo back at the familiar stomping grounds of shortstop. Here in game 1, Simon Whiteman will play second. Craig Massey at the hot corner. Logan Wyatt will play first. And battery mates with Merck, Lucas Owens behind the plate. Told you in the pregame show, Harrison Merck making his first start for the Florence Freedom here in game 1 of a midweek series with the Y'alls. Enters with a 1-0 record and a 3.86 ERA. All of those numbers accrued in relief. Baker Spees, Johnny Knight, who puts on the Northern Kentucky blue uniforms for the second time here in the 2020 Battle of the Bourbon Trail. We've talked a lot about the pitchers being pulled up, but Dennis Pelfrey and Brian White have swapped players a time or two this season. We saw that last week with Brian Danzero getting some opportunities and reps with the Y'alls. He's back with the Freedom and in center field, as you heard here today. But Johnny Knight, Burke has his pitch. The lefty comes set, always from the stretch, and fires a first pitch fastball for a called strike. And we are underway at 4:35, right on time. And a no ball, 1 strike count on Will Baker. Calling the balls and strikes behind home plate, Kerry Lyle. His partner on the bases, Dave Blanchett. Merck leans in for the sign, comes to a consensus with Owens, fires the 0-1, and gets a foul ball back towards the screen, quickly ahead of Will Baker, 0-2.
Yeah, now I know why you got the black shoes, baby. It's a good look. You gonna wear it both games?
As you can hear, Dennis Pelfrey mic'd up with us in that Freedom third base dugout. Big fan of somebody's cleats down there. Offering early game kudos on the footwear.
No, it's up to you.
Now the 0-2 to Baker. It's down and away for ball 1. Off-speed pitch missed the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Baker, who has really been a tremendous find for Brian White in the Yalls here in 2020. A .314 average, 6 doubles. He'll get under one that was inside. Hit a sky-high fly ball shallow in left center field. Making the call and the catch is the captain of the outfield, Brian Dansereau, and Baker is out number 1. Flyout brings up Blaze Spees to face Mert.
You got a pitch counter too? No. Who is doing the chart up here? Nobody?
Merck has the one he wants, and the first offering. Breaking ball. Caught the outside corner for a called strike 1. And it's 0-1 on the Yalls right fielder.
Is it like 55? We could push him to 60, 65.
The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a line drive towards right center field. This ball is going to get down for a base hit. Cutting it off is Dansereau. He'll relay quickly towards second. There's going to be a play there. Spees with a feet first slide, and he is in there safely with a hustle double to bring up Johnny Knight.
You know, he's a lot faster.
Yeah, Dansereau made a nice play on there. Went over, did a good job to cut that ball off before it could get into the gap. Spun and fired a great throw to second base. It was on one hop right to the bag, but just a hustling Spees. That hard 90 we talk about all the time with these teams. Got him a hustling double there. There was good execution all the way around on that play.
Thinking 2 out of the box and got there just in the nick of time. So Johnny Knight in his first at bat with the Yalls since the season first began will have an early RBI opportunity. First pitch.
Not
Inside and low for ball 1. Knight with plenty of pop, does have 3 homers on the season for the Freedom. Here's a swing and a line drive towards left. That's down for a base hit. Brian White's going to throw the stop sign up to Blaze, and runners will be on the edges
right here,
with
kid.
1 out as the Yalls build an early threat here in the top of the first.
Yeah, just a hard ground ball, single to left field. Really no chance for Spees to score there. It was hit pretty shallow, and Setio was in on that one quick. An early threat here, though. First and third, 1 out.
And Mike Galino in the box. First pitch. Off speed and in there for a called strike 1. Some early stressful pitches for Harrison Mert. Does have 1 out. Slide step, the 0-1. A little below the knees. That'll even the count at a ball and a strike as Mert went to the breaking ball on back-to-back pitches. Working quickly, the lefty will pick to first base. Good move. Knight was leaning towards second, but able to correct and dive back into first. Ahead of the tack.
Yeah, he was leaning there. He may have been going. We were talking about the running game in the pregame, and you wonder if Brian White will put the runner in motion here. He looked like he was there.
Make that body work for you.
The 1-1. Swing and a fly ball fouled off out of play on the right field side.
Good boy.
Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Mike Galino. Just the 9th game for Mike. Couple of hits in his first 17 at bats, a single and a double in the mix. There goes Johnny Knight for second. It's a pitch out, but no shot for Lucas Owens. Won't even pull the trigger. Runners now at second and third as that pitch missed way up and way out. And the count's 2-2 on Galino.
Get the out, boys. Get
The
the out.
2-2 pitch. Breaking ball,
bad.
a little up.
Come, Merck.
Full count
Slow it down.
on the Yalls catcher, who today is the DH. Payoff on the way.
Boy.
Fly ball, first base side, foul ground. Will it stay on the field of play? Logan Wyatt gives chase, leaning into the first row, can't make the catch. Gave it all he had. Nearly came up with it.
Well, he did. He hopped up on that wall and had himself balanced at about the midpoint, had his arm extended. He could have caught that ball if it would have been in the first row or behind, but it just landed to the front of row 2, just beyond his reach. That would have been a web gem for sure.
So Galino earns another 3-2 pitch from Harrison Mert. Here it comes. Hard line drive through the box into center field, a base hit. Blaze Spees will score. Johnny Knight will be held up at third. Galino continues the merry-go-round. Makes it 3 straight base knocks for Brian White's Y'alls. Runners on the edges, and it's the visitors with the early 1-0 lead.
Yeah, just shot it up the middle. You wondered if, for a second there, if Trejo was going to be able to get to that ball. If he would have, a run still would have scored. That runner up third would have gotten home, but just beyond his reach, rolls into center field. So the Y'alls making some noise here early.
All right, get your ground ball, kid.
Now it's Austin Medica's turn.
2 runs, right?
First pitch, back to the breaker,
You like the
and a
uniform?
called strike.
Strike 1. We'll be running here.
Slide step from Mert, change
baby.
ups, fouled off the first base
Hey,
side.
Merk. How many is that?
No balls and 2 strikes on Medica. Raleigh started with Blaze Spees, 1-out double. Johnny Knight and Mike Galino coming up with back-to-back 1-baggers
Oh, yeah, I guess
to give the Y'alls their early advantage. Trying to keep a good thing going. The 0-2. Breaking ball stayed inside, and Medica,
Ground
like
ball
a
right here.
pro, stood
Hi,
in
kid.
there and wore it. Bases will be loaded. An 0-2 gift from Harrison Mert, and Medica was happy to take it.
Yeah, how many times we talked about that? It's a breaking ball. You know it's not really going to hurt you if it hits you. He just stood his ground and did little twisted, rotated the hips as if he was kind of rotating to hit the ball. Wore it, and now we got the bases loaded.
For Kevin Belsky. Merck's first pitch to him.
Hey, boy.
Fastball and in there
What?
for a called strike.
I don't know. He does. He sounds really good.
The Y'alls have been tremendous at getting on the scoreboard in that
No, not at all.
first inning of work offensively.
It is.
The 0-1,
Mic'd up, so.
an inside strike. No balls and 2 strikes now on Belsky. The Y'alls keeping up that good work in their first inning. Question is, how many will they score? 1 across so far, but the bases juiced and 1 out. The 0-2
Not bad, not bad. Throw that again.
trying to nibble, but outside for ball 1.
Well, you've said it many times, ground ball away, right?
Yep.
Bases loaded, 1 out, get you a ground ball, get out of here.
Trying to tag at third base and doing so effectively is Johnny Knight. There's going to be
Oh,
a play
yeah,
at
baby.
second.
Nice job.
Medica
Nice job.
reading the throw home, runs into the out at second base. And that'll turn in to a awkward double play to end the inning. But the Y'alls do score twice, have a 2-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the first, and the Freedom sending up Massey,
all right.
Whiteman,
Hey, you did a
Setio,
good job getting ahead.
trailing by a pair
Just keep
at
letting him hit it,
UC
baby.
Health
Keep
Stadium.
letting
You're
him hit it.
listening to Florence Y'alls Baseball
Baby.
on the Y'alls Broadcasting Network.
Hey, boy. Just keep letting him hit it. You keep letting him hit it, baby. You're gonna start.
Can't carry a bowling ball in a plastic bag. Can't rub plastic bags together to make fire. Can't turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
Hey Freedom fans, let's play a game of Did You Know, courtesy of Life Center. Did you know organ and tissue donation is life-saving and life-changing for thousands of people? How about that more than 600 people in greater Cincinnati are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant? You can change someone's life with a simple yes when you go to renew your driver's license or state ID. Say yes and register to be a donor. Visit lifepassidon.org for more information or to register online. Life, pass it on.
Florence Freedom fans, Walt Kelsey here for Kelsey Chevrolet on Route 50 in Lawrenceburg, proud sponsor of your Florence Freedom. We're just 15 minutes from Florence. Take 275 west to the Lawrenceburg exit. We can handle all your automotive needs. Sales, service, parts, and body shop. We are family owned and operated, and we offer a fresh approach. We'll treat you like family. Find new roads at kelseychev.com.
We are Kelsey Chevrolet, from our family to yours.
Bottom one at UC Health Stadium. Good start for the Y'alls. They lead the Freedom 2-0 as we take a quick look at the Freedom batting order, 1 through 9, here in game one of a doubleheader.
Okay, quickly, Craig Massey leads off playing third base. Simon Whiteman playing second base and batting second. Chad Setio will be in the 3-hole playing left field with Logan Wyatt batting cleanup playing first base. Shortstop Cesar Trejo batting fifth. E.P. Reese playing right field and batting sixth. Brian Danzero playing center field, hitting seventh. Austin Riggins, the designated hitter, in the 8th spot. And Lucas Owens batting ninth and catching.
Craig Massey to the plate. Lead things off for the Freedom. A defensive look at the Y'alls. Starting with the outfield, going to be Knight, Piotnik, and Spies from left to right. Will Baker and Rolando Gomez up the middle. Dakota Hunley at third base. Kevin Belsky with the sac fly in inning number 1 at first. And Austin Medica behind the plate. Lefty Darian Fleming on the mound in his first pitch to Craig Massey. Fastball for a called strike. 0-1. Aaron Brody and Troy Brody with you from UC Health Stadium. Cloudy day, 81 degrees, your game time temperatures. 0-1 on the way, down and away for ball 1 to Massey. Y'all scoring 2 on 3 hits in their first opportunity offensively in this one. RBIs for Mike Galino and Kevin Belsky in the frame. Here's a fastball, tattooed to right field. Late start, Blaze Spies racing back at the track. He'll make the catch. Nice play. Good wood from Massey, but he's out number 1. Line out brings up Simon Whiteman with nobody aboard. Fleming has the full windup, and the lefty rocks into it. First pitch, outside for ball 1. Second start for Fleming. He has spanned 7 innings. Appearance number 5 for the lefty here in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail. The 1-0 offering. Right at the belt, called a strike. That'll even things up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Fleming's ERA at 6.43 here in 2020. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, Whiteman got under it. Pop fly, shallow in right field. Going to be playable for either Gomez or Belsky. And it's Gomez who makes the call on the catch from second base for out number 2.
Yeah, that play could have been made by any one really of 3 people. The right fielder Spies was charging in hard. Belsky was there, Gomez was there, and Gomez just calls him off and takes it himself.
So Fleming working quick, has 2 quick outs, and now faces Chad Setio. First pitch, went to the breaker, found the zone. It's 0-1. Setio's number is still jaw-dropping. 379, 10 homers. A little bit of run on this fastball. It's called a strike at the knees on the inner half, and quickly 0-2, the lefty ahead of the lefty batter. Here comes Fleming again with the 0-2. Buried the breaking ball, and that's ball 1. Setio slugging .832 with an OPS of 1.292. Incredible year. The 1-2 pitch froze him. Fastball in the outside corner for a called strike 3, and Fleming will face the minimum. In a good inning of work for the Y'alls, who have an early 2-0 lead and are coming to the plate quickly again in the second at UC Health Stadium. You're listening to Florence Y'alls Baseball on the Y'alls Broadcasting Network.
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
BRG is locally owned and operated, so we take pride in our community you choose to call home. With spacious floor plans, neighborhoods that complement your lifestyle, pet-friendly communities, 24-hour emergency maintenance, the amenities are endless. Come home to BRG Apartments. With communities located in Cincinnati and Dayton, Ohio, as well as in northern Kentucky, we have something for everyone. Finding your new home is as easy as BRG.
It's not just a truck, it's a way of life. It's who you are. It's proud, free, wild. It's a brotherhood, the Brotherhood of Tacoma. For over 50 years, Toyota has built the best, most durable, go anywhere, do anything trucks money can buy. That's the Toyota Tacoma, the truck that feels like it was built for you, because it is. Built in the USA. Welcome to the Brotherhood. Find out more at your Toyota dealer or buy at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Bottom third of the order due up for Brian White's Yalls. That's Gomez, Hunley, and Piotnik to face the lefty Harrison Mert. Top two, 2-0 Yalls. First pitch fastball catches the outside corner for a called strike to Rolando Gomez.
Plug it back in or no?
As Mert tries to settle in after allowing 2 first-inning
Let
runs.
it leak out some more if you want. Or you can plug it in, either one.
Breaking ball popped up the other way, and this one's going to find its way out of play. The count moves to no balls and 2 strikes on Rolando Gomez. It's Aaron Brody and Troy Brody with you from UC Hell Stadium. Game 1 of 2 to be played here on the UC Hell Stadium turf. Day-night doubleheader Wednesday, and a staple during this battle of the Bourbon Trail. 0-2 pitch was inside for ball 1. Gomez trying to work it even, work back after falling into the 0-2 abyss. The 1-1 now, or the 1-2 now. A chopper towards second, racing in for it is Whiteman. He'll glove and make the easy toss to first. Gomez is out number 1 on the 4-3 putout. To the plate, Dakota Hunley. With nobody on and 1 dead. Hunley settling into a platoon role for the Yalls. You'll see him play third base more than anything else, but can play second, and has here in 2020. First pitch to him. Swinging away to fastball, 2 hoppers, sliding play to the left. Massey at third, gets to his feet, fires to first, and in time. Nice play, Craig Massey, who has moved all around the Freedom infield and outfield, but looking comfy there at third for out number 2. So Mitch Piotnik will get the chance after 2 quick outs in what's becoming a quick moving game here in Florence. Change up, pulled the string, got the whiff, and it's 0-1 on Piotnik. This guy has completely changed his season around after a slow start. Really, it was one electrifying week offensively to change everything. The 0-1, more good off speed, and another swing and a miss from Piotnik, who's now fallen behind 0-2. But Mitch earning Brian White's Player of the Week nod on episode 4 of the game report. The 0-2. Got him on 3 pitches. Swinging away, strike 3, Piotnik down. And Harrison Mert does effectively settle in after the rocky start. The Yalls will come right back to the plate. Bottom 2, already in front of the Freedom 2-0 on the Florence Yalls Broadcasting Network.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hobart, president of Dick's Sporting Goods. I know personally how important sports are to our kids. That's why we've been working hard to make it easier for them to play. I invite you to come into our stores or shop us online. You won't believe all the changes that we've made at Dick's. We have more baseball and softball gear than ever before, an incredible selection of top running shoes, and we've got the hottest clubs in golf like the Callaway Epic Flash and TaylorMade M5 and M6. Stop into Dick's today to see all of the great changes we've made.
Substation 2 has been bringing Florence the freshest food at the lowest prices since 1981. You've tried the rest, now come taste the best fresh sliced sub sandwiches anywhere. Substation 2 was voted the best sub sandwich in Northern Kentucky by Northern Kentucky Magazine in 2016. Let Substation cater your next event. Give us a call at 859-371-9490 or come visit us at 7905 Dream Street in Florence. Substation 2. Quality at a price you can afford.
Can't carry a bowling ball in a plastic bag. Can't rub plastic bags together to make fire. Can't turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
It'll be Logan Wyatt, Cesar Trejo, and E.P. Reese due up for the Florence Freedom. Bottom two of a 2-0 game. The Y'alls lead. Here at UC Health Stadium, Aaron Brody and Troy Brody with you is Darian Fleming, who threw all of about 10 pitches to find 3 outs in inning number 1. Back out in search of more of the same here in the second. Off to a good start. Fastball found the outside corner to the dangerous Logan Wyatt, who will fall behind 0-1. Right back to work is the left-hander. His 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball is down and away. Already 1 strikeout for Fleming, who faced the minimum in the first.
And a hard line drive off the leadoff hitter, then a pop up, then a strikeout. So he's working his way. Hard. Where do you go from here?
He'd be satisfied at the second strike in the 2-1 count. And here's the pitch. It's outside for ball 3. And here comes Fleming, the 3-1. This is up and in, and that'll be a 5-pitch walk to start the second for Logan Wyatt. Base on balls will bring up Cesar Trejo, a 2-time player of the week here in the Battle of Bourbon Trail for Dennis Pelfrey. Taking home the accolade in 2 of the last 3 weeks, as a matter of fact. Everything off this guy's barrel about 120 miles an hour. First pitch in the turf. It looks like Fleming's lost the handle and the command on the fastball.
Yeah, he has. We talked about where do you go from here after a pop out and a strikeout. You said he'd just take a strike, and I think we're in the same spot right here. He would again. Just got to reestablish himself here.
The 1-0 in the left-handed batter's box for ball 2 to Trejo.
You know, I was going to ask you if you think Dennis might get the running game going here. I know it's your cleanup hitter, but throw all that out the window when it's Dennis Pelfrey managing. But with the pitcher struggling to find the zone, you may want to put the brakes on that because he may put you there anyway.
E.P. Reese waits on deck. He's been swinging a hot bat, too. 2-0. Here's a screaming ground ball. Nice play by Hundley on the dive to the right. To second for 1. Not in time at first, but a tremendous play at third base by Dakota Hundley to get the lead runner in Wyatt for out number 1.
Nice play.
Boy, a tremendous play by Hundley. A backhand snag of that hard ground ball, and he had to scramble to his feet, and he threw a bullet to second base. I wasn't sure he was going to get the force, but he did.
Close play, but he got it there. So Trejo swaps spots with Wyatt and brings up E.P. Reese with a man at first and 1 out.
Very nice play.
Showing bunt is Reese. He'll get it down on the third base side. Fleming crashes to it and will just put the ball in his back pocket. A bunt single for E.P. Reese, and the Freedom set up with runners at first and second for Brian Danzero.
Good.
Runners take off. Breaking ball misses at the eyes. They'll throw to second, but nothing doing. Everybody's safe for the Freedom. A double steal. Reese now at second base and Cesar Trejo at third. As the pressure mounts on Darian Fleming in a 1-0 count with Danzero.
You tell him you're trying to get signed too, baby. That was a nice play. Oh, look, you still got a stolen base. About to score a run. Got 1 out.
Fleming sets at the chest and the 1-0 pitch.
You're good, you're good.
In the turf.
Third's coming.
2 balls, no strikes to Danzer.
Typically with a right-hander in the box.
Danzero hitting .366 with the Freedom this season as battery mates will converge on the bump. Austin Medica out to settle down Darian Fleming with runners at second and third base. 2-0 count on the batter. Danzero at .366, OBP at .410. What a battle of Bourbon Trail for this guy, who I believe has earned a pro contract from this. And it might be right here in Florence next season for Brian White's Y'alls in 2021.
I know that's what he wants. We talked to him after the game the other night, and he was pretty fired up about the prospects of that.
2-0 on the way from Fleming. Swinging away and fouling it off. 2 balls and a strike to Danzero. Fleming has the one he wants. Here it comes. Swing and a fly ball out of play. Now 2-2 on number 8. The EP Reese single, the first knock today for the Freedom. They'd love a second.
We got plenty of room here.
The tying runs on base. Fastball's in the turf. And it'll be a full count on Danzero. 1 out and first base open. It's Austin Riggins, DH, waving the bat, waiting on deck. Payoff on the way. Got under it. Pop fly on the infield. First base side, Kevin Belsky will make the call, play with the wind, and make the catch for out number 2. So now it's up to Austin Riggins to come through as the Freedom look for their first run here in the home side of the second, trailing the Y'alls 2-0.
Well, they got what he needed there. Second and third, you needed a pop out or a ground ball at a corner infield, or he got the pop out. Well, a strikeout would have worked as well, but he'll take that. So a big out right there getting Danzero.
No doubt.
See it?
Fleming deals.
You're good. You're good.
Little low on the first offering to Riggins for ball 1.
Base it, I'll send EP, so be there for him.
We're at the 8th spot in the order for the Freedom. Fleming lowers the hands and the 1-0 pitch. A swing and a line drive into left field. This one's trouble. It's going to get down for a base hit. Trejo will score easily, as will Reese. The relay is to second, and the Freedom tie the game at 2 as Austin Riggins delivers the clutch 2 RBI single.
That's why you got to finish it. He got the pop up there he needed to really set himself up to get out of the inning unscathed, but you got to get all 3 outs. Good piece of hitting there by Austin. Just kind of looked like he fisted one off into left field. Dropped it in for a 2 RBI single.
Hands the bat to Lucas Owens. Man at first. Medica sets up out, pitch on the way. In there for a called strike 1. Season. That's good work. Daily reps of late, but ready when his team needed him. He'll take off for second here. Medica's hosed to second, looks strong, but Riggins got a great jump, and he's in there safely. The perfect throw still wasn't enough for the Y'alls as Riggins stands 180 feet away from home and in scoring position as the count moves to 1-1 on Owens.
Yeah, Medica flashing a strong pop time there. Got out of his crouch quick and put it right on the bag, but it was just a tremendous jump.
Good.
The 1-1. Letter high. 2 balls and a strike. Fleming readies. and will wheel to second. Nothing on. Two outs and a man at second base. The Y'alls look to keep the Freedom at 2. 2-1 pitch. Number towards third. Hundley will charge. Glove. Pat the mitt. Fire to first in time for out number 3. So each team has plated 2 and 1 at bat. And we go to inning number 3, all knotted up at 2 apiece at UC Health Stadium. You're listening to Florence Y'alls Baseball on the Y'alls Broadcasting Network.
Have you ever wondered what heaven tastes like? Today at the ballpark, we are giving you the opportunity to do just that. To delight your taste buds, we present Curd Town deep-fried cheese curds. These golden crispy morsels, with their gooey cheesy center, are the tasty treat that have all of the angels singing. After trying our delicious cheese curds, we can't promise you a halo, but we do guarantee a joyful stomach and a cheesy smile.
Today's game is sponsored across the United States and abroad. Using cold-form steel, we manufacture innovative products for interior framing and finishing, exterior framing, floor and roof framing, as well as clips, connectors, metal lath, barrier mesh, and accessories. For more information, visit our website at www.clarkdietrich.com.
Bill Cunningham, the Great American for the Rohr Insurance Agencies. Over the last many years, Alvin Rohr at Rohr Insurance Agency has handled all my personal and business needs. They are a large and growing national insurance business located right here in Greater Cincinnati. Call the Rohr Agency today at 513-985-4200 or go to rohrins.com. Call Alvin Rohr. Call the Rohr Agency today.
Welcome back.
Brand new ball game as we go to the top of the third. Score 2-2 and in for the play-by-play. And excited to do it. My dad, Troy Brody.
Hey, thank you, Aaron. Sorry I jumped the gun there. I didn't think I got the intro. That's usually reserved for the voice of these teams, not the guy who bops in here on occasion. But thank you. Here we go to the top of the third. Got a new ball game now. The Y'all scored 2 in the first, in the top of the first to jump up 2-0. But the Freedom scored 2 here in the bottom of the second. So we have a 2-2 tie here as we go to the third. 7-inning game of a doubleheader here. That's traditional in this Battle of Bourbon Trail. Doubleheader Wednesday starting at 4:30. And then we'll play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Harrison Merck back to the mound. He'll face the top of the order. Will flew out to center his first time up. Merck comes set. Here's the pitch. Shot into left field for a base hit. Boy, just past a diving Craig Massey. I thought he might come up with it, but just beyond his reach. So a leadoff single for Will Baker, and the Y'alls are in business here to start the third.
Good wood there. You got to get it hard to get it past Massey. The vacuum at third base has already made one web gem today. No doubt single for Baker there, who continues to be locked in offensively.
That'll bring up Blaze Spees, the right fielder. He doubled and scored in the first. First pitch is a strike from Harrison Merck to Blaze. Spees doubled and scored in the first. Johnny Knight singled and scored to plate the 2 runs for the Y'alls in the first.
Try to elevate a little bit. Top us a ground ball right here.
Merck, a lefty, looks in, gets the sign, stares at the runners. Pretty big lead. He steps off and readjusts just to get Baker back closer to the mound. That was an incredibly big lead. He had both feet out beyond the cutout, so almost daring him to throw over. He had to do something. The lead's back out there again. There's a throw to first, snapped it over, diving back in time. Yeah, you're going to get a lead like that, you're going to get a throw.
Yeah, and that's what Baker's trying to do too. He's trying to get Merck to worry about him. Lose focus on the pitch home. Spees is already 1 for 1 today with a double.
Little slide step. There's a little ground ball headed to left field for a base hit. Just kind of shot it through short and third. softly rolls it into left field. They say hit it where they ain't, and they just did that right there. So first and second, nobody out for the Y'alls for the 3-4 hitters. Just how you draw it up, right? When you put a lineup together, get the first two guys on and get the boppers up there.
Absolutely. Been a streaky offense so far in this one. In the first inning, their 2-run frame, it was 3 straight hits for the Y'alls. 4 straight would reach. And they're cutting this top half of the third very much in the same image. Back-to-back singles and another threat for Merck out there on the bump.
Yeah, the Y'alls had 3 hits in the first inning, none in the second. Now they've got 2 here, so now they're up to 5 on the game. Johnny Knight at the plate. Here's the pitch, shot foul down the right field line, little squibber.
Yeah.
Knight, a good start today, singled, stole a base, scored a run, scored on Mike Galino's RBI single.
And they're all pretty, except for Johnny. Johnny's the only one that's shallow. We have some stuff falling in front of him.
First here, the Freedom playing behind the runner. There's the pitch. Boy, it looks like on the outside corner, a little bit off. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Y'alls left fielder, Johnny Knight.
This guy knows the zone. Never swings at a pitcher's pitch. Big threat in the box.
Merck spins and fakes the throw to second. Gets Baker to scramble back to the bag. Little game of cat and mouse between Merck and Baker this entire inning. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Merck comes set, breaking ball just on the outside corner. Nice pitch for a strike. Well, right on the black.
That was, yeah, not much you can do with that. Can see why Knight laid off. Just tip your cap to the pitcher who put it right where he wanted to. Pushes you to the brink, 1 and 2.
So Johnny's got some work to do here. Down 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. First and second, game tied at 2. The Y'alls 2 in the first, the Freedom 2 in the second. Just underway here in the third. Here's the pitch. Ooh, a nice breaking ball there. Called strike 3. A little bit of a delayed reaction by Kerry Lyle, but he rung him up.
Yeah, he did. That was late, too. But a very good pitch from Merck. 12-6er.
Ground ball, Merck.
Had plenty of movement, but it stayed in the zone for strike 3. And that's the out he needed to settle down after the hot start offensively for the Y'alls. Now a ground ball could end the inning.
That's what he's thinking. So now there's 1 out, first and second. Here's Galino, singled, an RBI single in the first. There's a fire to second base, and he threw it into center field. He was so consumed with Will Baker. Baker finally got the best of him. He turned to pick him off and just threw it about 5 feet wide of the bag to the right field side of second. Pretty much just turned and fired a ground ball to his center fielder there.
Yeah, and then there goes the double play, at least the conventional one. So a costly mistake there. As you mentioned it, Will Baker had been dancing off, playing the cat and mouse game, just hoping to get in the head of Merck, and it looked like Baker got the win there.
So the first pitch to Galino is popped up on the infield. Looks like it's going to be playable. Logan Wyatt drifting over towards the dugout makes the call and the catch to retire Mike Galino. You heard Pelf saying plenty of room.
Yep, Wyatt, one of his guys in the Giants organization, and wanting to make sure he knew where he was on the field. If the wall was going to enter the equation, he would have been yelling that as well.
Right there.
And that's not just because Wyatt's one of his guys. He does that with everybody. Pelf always vocal, helping his guys make plays so they don't have to take their eye off the ball. If he can tell them where they're at in the field, they don't have to look for themselves, right?
Absolutely. Here's Medica, foul ball back off the screen. So 0-1 to Austin. Austin wore a pitch his first time up, just kind of not really leaned into, but just took a breaking ball off the right arm and trotted down to first base and took his base. So he's no official plate appearances today. He's down 0-1. Harrison Merck trying to get out of this inning. There's a nice breaking ball for a strike. Whoa. No, I guess it was a little up. I guess I'll stick to my job of calling the play and let Kerry Lyle call the balls and strikes. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Medica. Will Baker on third, Blaze Spees on second. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Here's the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Nice pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 pitch away. Here is Merck. Can you get out of it? First 2 guys got on with singles. He was in a jam immediately. Got a strikeout. Now a pop-up. And 1 pitch away from getting out of this to Austin Medica. Here's a pitch. Big breaking ball inside, just off the inside corner. Merck doesn't necessarily agree. He kind of snaps at the throw back from Owens. visibly upset that he didn't get the strike call there. So it's 2-2 the count. Twos are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in a 2-2 game. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball into center field. Looks to be routine. Danzero drifting back over towards right center. Makes the call, makes the catch to retire the side. So good work on Harrison Merck's part to get out of the first 2 hitters getting on. So nothing doing for the Yalls here in the top of the third. Here come the Freedom in the bottom. We're tied at 2 at UC Health Stadium.
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
At Gentle Touch Grooming, your pet is treated with care and will look beautiful. Give your dog or cat the spa day they need. Gentle Touch offers spa baths, deluxe spa baths, full haircuts, and nail trimmings. Book an appointment today at 859-283-1373. That's 859-283-1373. Gentle Touch will even offer 10% off just for mentioning this ad. They want to see those waggling tails soon at Gentle Touch Grooming. Hey Freedom fans, let's play a game of Did You Know, courtesy of Life Center. Did you know organ and tissue donation is life-saving and life-changing for thousands of people? How about that more than 600 people in greater Cincinnati are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant? You can change someone's life with a simple yes when you go to renew your driver's license or state ID. Say yes and register to be a donor. Visit lifepassedon.org for more information or to register online. Life, pass it on.
Here come the Freedom in the bottom of the third. The game tied at 2. Florence with 2 in the first, the Freedom with 2 in the second. And here come the Freedom in the bottom of the third in a 2-2 game. Back on the mound, Darian Fleming. Craig Massey will lead off for the Freedom. He'll be back to the top of the order with Massey, Whiteman, and Setio in the third of a 7-inning game 1 of a doubleheader here at UC Health Stadium. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate. Nice pitch. 1-1 now to Craig. Craig lined out to right field in the first. Hit it pretty well, put it out to the warning track, but retired. And there's a drive to deep right field. I do not believe the park's going to hold this one, and it's not. Out of here for a home run, Craig Massey.
Well, he saw Fleming really well his first time up, lined out to right, all the way to the wall. This time he got enough of it.
Hit it where they're not.
And that will be home run number 7 for Craig Massey this season, who has shown pop time and time again in that leadoff spot.
Yeah, I was just saying, I just got the words out of my mouth. He put it to the warning track in the first inning on a hard line drive to right. This one was hit a little harder and quite a bit higher and just sailed out of here. So there goes the tie game. Now it's 3-2 Freedom. In the bottom of the third, Simon Whiteman will come to the plate. He popped out to second his first time up in the first. Fleming pitches fastball up too high for a ball. Yeah, 7 home runs from Massey. Hitting the ball hard today. Fleming winds, delivers a pitch just off the outside corner for a ball, so he falls behind 2-0 to Whiteman here with Chad Setio on deck. It would be wise for Fleming to retire Whiteman and not face the 379 10 home run Chad Setio on deck with runners on base. There's a pitch for a strike right at the knees, so 2-1. Like we said, Florence, the Yalls 2 in the top of the first, the Freedom 2 in the bottom of the second. Now the Freedom here, kind of a back and forth game. Now it's 3-2, that's in the dirt. 3-1, so back and forth. We didn't know what was going to happen today. We got guys on the mound who are normally more reliever type guys starting a game. How are they going to respond? Well, they're in a tight game here as we approach the midway point, which is probably exactly what Chad Rhodes and Dennis Pelfrey and Brian White want to see.
Yep.
There's a nice pitch for a strike on the outside corner, so he runs the count full. So 3-2 to Whiteman. Fleming got to get his composure. Gave up a leadoff home run. This is the second hit of this inning, and it's ball 4 inside, so he walks him.
So,
go ahead.
Good opportunity to see what he's made of after the home run, and really, as you mentioned, just getting the start today. You might allow some runs, but it's all part of the plan. It's all part of the development of these guys. Learn how to bounce back and recover while still in the midst of the outing. Now you're into the meat of the order. Guy on base, 1 run already in. These are stressful pitches for Fleming, but certainly pitches that'll make him a better pitcher in the long run.
Which is really what this is all about. Talking to Chad Rhodes before the game, that these coaches and these managers are just trying to create the environment for these players to compete, to learn, to get better, to be coached hard, but be coached and coached up, and that's what's happening. So, Fleming's got a little something to prove here. He wants to show he's got mettle. If he can get out of this, he'll have a little something to talk, to the coaches about when they debrief everything after the game. They debrief it all.
Now,
there goes the runner down to second base. Got a tremendous jump. Simon Whiteman steals second base. He got a great jump. It was a good throw by Medica, but just too late.
Yeah, and you almost feel for Fleming, who did throw over a couple of times trying to hold the runner. But it just takes one. Whiteman read the move to first base each of those 2 times cleanly and got back, and then read it successfully that he was going home. Stole that one on Fleming.
Short's there.
It's just great execution.
There's the 0-1 pitch. Nice pitch on the outside corner for a strike. So 0-2 now to Setio. Massey homered to start the inning. Simon Whiteman walked and stole second. He's out there at second now for Chad Setio, the Freedom number 3 hitter. Got a runner in scoring position here, a chance to pick up that 11th RBI of the Battle of the Bourbon Trail. There's the pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3. It was just right on the black at the knees.
Really good pitch, and the second time he's gotten Setio looking today. And his only 2 strikeouts in the outing. So that alone will give you confidence if you're Darian Fleming. You still got to find a way to get a couple of more. With Wyatt and Trejo, it doesn't really let up. Still got to make good pitch after good pitch to get out of this inning.
Absolutely, and here's Logan Wyatt. He walked and was erased on a really nice 5-4. Well, actually, he walked and got erased, on the 5-4 play from Hundley.
Yeah, the diving play, the web gym.
Yeah, that was tremendous. So Logan, no official plate appearances today. Got him a walk. He's up there now, 0-1 the count. Whiteman leading off second, not a very big lead. Ground ball headed towards second.
Here, watch throw to
Rolando
first.
Gomez moves to his right, makes the play, fires to first in time. Whiteman scampers to third on the throw, and he'll be there now with 2 outs.
If it feels good, yeah, if it's there, take it. You're 80% steals.
That'll get Cesar Trejo to the plate. We talked about him last time up, the 2-time player of the week here in the Battle of the Bourbon Trail, and I think he said 2 of the last 3 weeks. So he has been hot lately. He's got a runner on third with 2 outs. Freedom leading 3-2, looking for more. You hate to leave that guy 90 feet away if you can get him in. Fastball inside corner for a strike.
Trejo does hit the ball very hard this way, so just be ready for it. He actually hit Fitz once.
Whiteman working from the stretch, obviously is back to the runner on third. Here's the pitch. There's a shot into left field. Looks to be routine. Johnny Knight coming in, makes the play to retire Trejo, but not before the Freedom get 1 run on a leadoff homer by Craig Massey. They now lead 3-2 as we head to the 4th inning at UC Health Stadium on the Florence Y'alls Broadcasting Network.
Chad, what did he say?
Who did the Florence Freedom turn to when it was time to upgrade their scoreboard? Atlantic Sign Company. Through their branding expertise, innovation, and passion, Atlantic Sign Company will help you identify your business to your customers in a way that will exceed your expectations. From concept to the completion, their team will be with you every step of the way. Your sign represents you, your company, and your brand. So go where the Florence Freedom went for their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company.
Florence Freedom fans, Walt Kelsey here for Kelsey Chevrolet on Route 50 in Lawrenceburg. Proud sponsor of your Florence Freedom. We're just 15 minutes from Florence. Take 275 west to the Lawrenceburg exit. We can handle all your automotive needs. Sales, service, parts, and body shop. We are family owned and operated, and we offer a fresh approach. We'll treat you like family. Find new roads at kelseychev.com.
We are Kelsey Chevrolet, from our family to yours.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hobart, president of Dick's Sporting Goods. I know personally how important sports are to our kids. That's why we've been working hard to make it easier for them to play. I invite you to come into our stores or shop us online. You won't believe all the changes that we've made at Dick's. We have more baseball and softball gear than ever before, an incredible selection of top running shoes. And we've got the hottest clubs in golf like the Callaway Epic Flash and TaylorMade M5 and M6. Stop into Dick's today to see all of the great changes we've made.
Go to the fourth inning at UC Health Stadium. The Freedom lead 3-2 over the Yalls. Top four Yalls coming up. They'll have up the 6, 7, 8 hitters to face Harrison Merck. The Yalls got 2 in the top of the first, nothing since. The Freedom got 2 in the second, 1 in the third. And that's where we stand at 3-2 Freedom. First pitch is a little pop-up on the infield. Out goes Simon Whiteman, makes the call in the catch, kind of on a dead run. In short center field, makes the play. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Belsky retired on a P4.
Basically, it's a free changeup for him, right? Don't let him do it to you. So if he starts throwing it in, just look down. Don't track the ball.
That'll bring up Rolando Gomez, the second baseman. He grounded out to second base his first time up.
Or whenever you get the free chance, hey, and our guys will do like a little more firm. So the hitter's like tracking like this with his head, and then you fastball, boom, beat him.
Trying not to overtalk Dennis Pelfrey. We've got him mic'd up, and he's providing some great nuggets there. I hate to overtalk him. First pitch to Gomez. There's a strike, called strike on the outside corner.
Always coaching. Always able to get with somebody and show the baseball IQ and enhance theirs, whoever it is he's talking to.
Exactly, just pouring into him. Boy, kind of an excuse me swing and a miss there. Almost a slow motion swing, like it was a practice swing.
Yeah, like it's at the tee box taking the practice.
That's exactly what it looked like. And he was nodding his head yes the whole time, like, yeah, I meant to do that. So 0-2 to Rolando now. He's got to dig out of a hole. Merck's got the advantage. He comes set pretty high at the chest. And there's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball up. 1-2.
Better about it. He's going to be a little more like try to hit it hard. Right there is more defensive. Anything around the zone he's going to swing.
Merck leaning in. He's got the sign from Owens. Comes set. Delivers the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball towards second base. Whiteman makes the play. Flip over to first base. An easy 4-3 put out to retire Rolando. And that'll bring up Dakota Hunley, the third baseman. Get his second crack here at Harrison Merck.
Merck's done a really good job settling in after that 2-run first inning. Held the gate in the second, allowed the Freedom to tie it up, held the gate again in the third. Now the Freedom have the lead.
Pitch, that boy.
Yeah, he's battling first pitch for a strike.
Continuing to pound the zone, not putting guys on base, which has been the one bugaboo for Merck here in 2020 is the free passes, but pitching like he's got a lead.
There's the 0-1 little chopper foul down towards third. Yeah, Merck had to pitch out of trouble in the third. I mean, he got in trouble right away with Baker and Spees back-to-back singles. So first and second, nobody out, but he really did a good job of bowing his neck. A couple stolen bases mixed in there. They made it around to second and third at one point. Got out of trouble.
Retired the next 3 in order after the 2 leadoff singles in that third inning, or the back-to-back singles, I should say.
Yep, now you look up, he's retired 5 in a row. There's a little ground ball headed towards right for a base hit, just perfectly. It's about how you draw it up, right between first and second. Just shot it into right, going the other way.
And then conversely, on the opposite side, Dakota Hunley's really having a good day today. Another one of those guys that was playing a lot more early in the season, but has lately kind of been a platoon guy on the infield. Gets the chance to play third, make a start against the Freedom, has a web gym, got a hard single there.
Good boy.
First pitch, throws a strike to Mitch Piotnik. Mitch struck out in the second, his only appearance today, so he's getting his second crack at it here. 2 outs.
For Hunley or for Murphy?
It's all about maximizing the opportunities you are given in this battle of Bourbon Trail, and Dakota Hunley's doing a good job with that today.
3 2/3 so far.
So 1 ball, 1 strike to Piotnik. Dakota Hunley on first base, gets a lead, not going anywhere. A little cue shot right back to the pitcher on the ground. Merck fields it, kind of lobs it over to first as he's running to retire the side. So a pretty easy inning in the 4th for Harrison Merck. So he's kind of settling in here on a 1-3 putout. So here come the Freedom in the bottom of the 4th. The Freedom lead 3-2 here at UC Health Stadium on the Florence Freedom Broadcasting Network.
At Mount St. Joseph University, we inspire students to think beyond the classroom and redraw the bounds of what's possible for their future. Students are prepared for what it takes to succeed in their careers and in life. Nearly 99% of those who earn a degree from the Mount are employed, going to grad school, or volunteering within 6 months of graduating. This reflects the career certainty that comes from an education at the Mount. Connect with us today by visiting msj.edu.
BRG is locally owned and operated, so we take pride in our community you choose to call home. With spacious floor plans, neighborhoods that complement your lifestyle, pet-friendly communities, 24-hour emergency maintenance, the amenities are endless. Come home to BRG Apartments. With communities located in Cincinnati and Dayton, Ohio, as well as in northern Kentucky, we have something for everyone. Finding your new home is as easy as BRG.
Substation 2 has been bringing Florence the freshest food at the lowest prices since 1981. You've tried the rest, now come taste the best fresh sliced sub sandwiches anywhere. Substation 2 was voted the best sub sandwich in Northern Kentucky by Northern Kentucky Magazine in 2016. Let Substation cater your next event. Give us a call at 859-371-9490 or come visit us at 7905 Dream Street in Florence. Substation 2, quality at a price you can afford.
We got a good ball game here. 3-2 Freedom over the Yalls. Bottom of the 4th, UC Health Stadium, game 1 of a doubleheader between the Freedom and the Yalls, the 2 best teams in the battle of the Bourbon Trail. Freedom coming to bat here in the bottom of the 4th. They'll send up 6, 7, 8. E.P. Reese, Brian Danzero, and Austin Riggins. E.P. looks at a ball on the just off the outside edge.
That was nice.
He singled and scored in that 2-run second inning for the Freedom, courtesy of a 2 RBI single by Austin Riggins. His 14th and 15th RBIs. There's a strike, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Darian Fleming back on the mound. Big swing and a miss from Reese there. So suddenly 1-2 to EP.
Yeah, that's good.
6 hits for the Yalls, 3 hits for the Freedom today. It's anybody's ball game at this point. 7 innings. There's a pitch, ground ball out towards second base. Rolando Gomez backhands, throws a 1 hopper to first base, and it's in time. Nice little dig by Belsky there at first base.
And a good job by Gomez, making it look easy. Kind of was. They got to the slide, nifty play. Used the fast turf to his advantage on the 1 hopper to Belsky. And Fleming gets that leadoff man out, which is always important. And quick innings out there on the mound.
That'll bring up Danzero. He popped out to first base with a second and third situation, 1 out. So a really big turning point there by Fleming to get Danzero, a tough hitter in a tough spot. First pitch is a ball, so here's the 1-0 to Bryan, just off the outside corner. So 2-0 to the Freedom center fielder today. You never know where he's going to play. Is he at second? Is he at short? Is he at third? Is he in the outfield? Talked to him the other night. I think he likes them all, but didn't he say he kind of prefers outfield, or he likes outfield the best?
Like center.
There's a pitch that's popped up foul down the right field line. Boy, a great play by Belsky. He was on the dead run with his back to the infield in foul territory, reached his arm out, tried to make the over-the-shoulder catch, and couldn't quite get there.
And that was almost really, really nice by Belsky. Just couldn't get there. New life for Danzero, but effort's always on high when you're talking about a Florence team. Whether it's the hard 90s to first base on ground balls, or trying to get to every play you can in foul territory. Almost a really good play by Belsky there.
So Danzero's back in the box, 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a breaking ball in the outside corner, boy. Kerry Lyle's giving him that outside black today. He's been consistent. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Brian Danzero.
And if I'm Fleming, I'm going right back there again, maybe even with the same pitch.
And here's the wind and the pitch. It's up too high. That'll run the count full.
Looked like he did go back to the curveball, looking to backdoor him. Just lost the release point.
Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball shot foul back over our head. That'd have been a good time for the sound effect, or some broken glass or something to play, right?
They just got to it.
Nobody on, 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Freedom leading 3-2. Fleming makes the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He retires Danzero for the 2nd time today, and that'll bring up Austin Riggins.
A little payback on his mind maybe here with Riggins, with 2 outs and no runs in at the time in the bottom of the 2nd. Riggins came through with a 2-run single to tie the game. He's been the biggest bat for the Freedom so far in this one. Fleming looking for some payback.
Indeed, and here he is. First pitch is a strike right down Broadway. Yeah, Riggins a big hit too, because they had 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Danzero at the plate, he popped out. So that guy with 1 out, you kind of feel like he's got to get something done, or it all falls to the guy with 2 outs. And this time that guy with 2 outs came through, and that was Austin Riggins. There's a ground ball shot foul down the 3rd base line. So 0-2 to Austin. So what a great piece of hitting that Riggins did in the 2nd inning. That put the Freedom on the board with 2 runs and tied the game. Then last inning, they take the lead. The Freedom do on a leadoff homer by Craig Massey in right field. And that's where we stand. So here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Medica holds the ball up and shows Kerry Lyle that he's got it to retire the side. So nothing doing for the Freedom here. No runs, no hits, no errors in the 4th. Here we go to the 5th, a 3-2 ball game at UC Health Stadium.
Can't carry a bowling ball in a plastic bag. Can't rub plastic bags together to make fire. Can't turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
So here we go to the 5th at UC Health Stadium. We got a good ball game. Freedom leading 3-2 over the Y'alls. Only 7 innings, so I guess you could say, Aaron, it's getting late here in the 5th.
Yeah, sure can. These 7-inning games tend to go a lot quicker. It's just a couple less innings, but a couple of relievers that have got themselves in a pretty good groove out there on the mound. Darian Fleming facing the minimum and a quiet fourth for that Freedom Gauntlet 1 through 9. You look up, both these guys, typical relievers, getting the start, doing an admirable job getting into the late stages of the game, and you got a one-run affair, low-scoring affair, been a pitcher's duel for two guys trying to earn a little more PT.
Yes, they are. So here come the Yalls in the top of the fifth. They'll again have the top of the order. And Will Baker, Blaze Spees, and Johnny Knight. Will Baker 1 for 2 today, flew to center and singled in the third. So Merck back out there for his fifth inning of work. We'll see how much it goes beyond this or if he gets through the fifth. Here's the wind and the pitch. That same pitch that they've been calling all day, a strike right on the outside corner for 0-1 to Will Baker. Merck winds and pitches, looks a little bit low, scoots away from Lucas Owen, so 1-1 to count.
Both Merck and Fleming originally scheduled to go just 3 innings today in the spot start, but I believe we'll see both managers giving more leash. These guys continue to get more and more effective.
Yeah, you kind of earn it as you go with these guys, so 1-1 to count. Here's the pitch. There's a drive into left field. Is it fair? Yes, it is. It's going to roll into the corner. Baker flying around first on his way to second. Had thoughts of going for third, but thought otherwise. So a leadoff double by Will Baker to get the Yalls in business here to start the fifth.
I like that decision there. It's a one-run game. You're very important. You might have a shot to get there at third base, but you never want to make that first out or third out at third base in an inning, especially when you trail by 1. So good work. Will Baker has now got a 2-hit day, a double and a single in scoring position. And Blaze Spees has seen it well with 2 hits. And he might not get the chance to face Harrison.
Yeah, he's going to make a change. So Will, you want to come back and
That's all right. Sometimes they get the hitters get themselves out. Very nicely done, my man. Very nicely done.
Yeah, so Harrison gets the pat on the back from Dennis Pelfrey.
Right, the one thing I hate about this is Johnny Knight. Don't amp up for Johnny Knight, okay? Just pitch, all right? I know you are. Do your thing. Run around second, nobody out.
Just wanted to step aside and let Pelf continue to talk. He's going to have a word with Massey real quick, too.
What?
so who we got on the hill here?
He hit some part of his leg pretty hard.
Carl Craigie is going to get an opportunity. First time we've seen him since he threw just 1 pitch and stepped out of the game a couple weeks ago. That mound here at UC Health Stadium that had needed some work, reared its ugly head. Saw it mess with Carl Craigie and Jonathan Tripp a couple of different times, and we haven't seen Craigie since, but good to see the big lefty out there again today. He's had a great offseason, looks stronger than he did in 2019, and all he was in 2019 was maybe the very best reliever in all of the Frontier League. So get a chance to come out, work situationally here, trying to protect a 1-run lead, something that's old hat for Carl Craigie, who found 10 saves for the Florence Freedom last season after Jonathan Tripp signed his contract with the Cincinnati Reds, used to the pressure situations, and now he'll inherit a runner at first base or a runner at second base in the tying run and nobody out here in the fifth.
So that injury that he had was an oblique, correct?
Back.
Was it back? Yeah, it was. You said it was the first pitch. He came in relief in a tight spot, threw 1 pitch and walked off the mound. Everybody kind of held their breath there in the entire organization. On the Freedom or the Florence side of this battle of the Bourbon Trail, but this is his first time back out since then. So will he see how it goes? This is a tough customer to face for the Yalls for sure. So Blaze Spees will be in the box. He's got a great day going today, a double, a run scored, and a single. So he's 2 for 2 with the run scored. Runner on second. There's a little chopper out towards second. Whiteman makes the play over to first. Will Baker moves over to third, so Craigie 1 pitch, 1 out.
That's what you're looking for. Coming to find the outs. Does move up Baker 90 feet to third base. And a big-time matchup here between two guys who have faced each other quite a bit this season in sim games. And Johnny Knight seemingly always has won the war with Carl Craigie. A couple of home runs, 3 for 3 facing this lefty. This is quite a matchup here.
When you heard Dennis Pelfrey telling Craigie, don't get over psyched up for facing Johnny Knight. He told him that as he was walking off the mound. So you know there's little bragging rights with these two. So Craigie, as we know, always working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. A little too far in and down, so 1-0 to Johnny Knight. Johnny singled and stole a base and scored a run in the first and struck out looking in the third, so he's 1 for 2 today.
You never really want piggyback guys to come in the middle of an inning either. Should be a clean inning.
There's a nice pitch, fastball inside corner for a strike, so 1-1. Will Baker led off the inning by doubling, moved over to third on the ground ball by Blaze Spees, and he's there with 1 out now. The Y'all's 90 feet away from tying the game. Ground ball headed towards short. It's going to get through and into left field just beyond the glove of Cesar Trejo. So an RBI single by Johnny Knight. He wins the battle that time again. Will Baker scores, and we are tied here at 3.
Johnny Knight just sees Craigie well. One of the very few people in the world who can say that. Hit it hard, and I think more often than not, Trejo will get to that one, but didn't in this instance. And it allows the Y'alls to tie the game.
So Knight's on first, name Mike Galino at the plate. Here's a pitch, ground ball headed towards left field for a base hit. Johnny Knight playing station to station, just trots down to second. So first and second here for the Y'alls. So Craigie gets the first guy he faces on one pitch, and now back-to-back singles. So first and second for the Y'alls with 1 run in already this inning.
Ground ball, kid. How many is that?
That'll bring up Medica. He got hit by a pitch in the first and flew to center in the third.
Ground ball after ground ball.
First pitch, nice pitch right down Broadway for a strike. So 0-1 to Medica. Will Baker has doubled and scored. Now Johnny Knight, Mike Galino, back-to-back singles off of Carl Craigie here.
Not bad, not bad.
That pitch is too far in and down. So 1-1 to Medica. Kevin Belsky now on deck. We're tied at 3 here in the 5th at UC Health Stadium. Game 1. There's a little ground ball shot towards shortstop. Backhanded play. Long throw across the diamond. Nowhere in time. That's a tough play for Trejo. Backhanded it deep in the hole at short. Just couldn't get much on that throw. He actually looked at third base first to see if he had a play there just to flip it over and get a force, but he didn't. So an infield single is how that'll be scored, and the bases are loaded with 1 out for Florence. Knight singles, Galino singles, Medica singles. That'll bring up Belsky, who's flown to center and popped out to second base. First pitch is in the dirt.
Knight, Galino, Medica.
Carl Craigie on the mound in relief of Harrison Merck here in the 5th inning. Merck came on, faced 1 hitter, gave up a double, and Dennis Pelfrey made the change.
Hey boy.
One nice pitch, fastball right on the outside corner at the knees. 1-1, bases loaded, infield at double play depth up the middle. Looks to be playing just normal positioning behind the bags at third, behind the bag at first. Certainly not playing any infield in. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Shot foul out of play down the left field line. Out into the grassy knoll. So 1-2 to Belsky.
With Will Baker scoring in this inning, we can close the line for the starter Harrison Merck. His final line, 4 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, all earned, no walks, and 1 strikeout.
Good boy.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. A nice pitch, nice job of pitching there by Carl Craigie. So he gets a big out there with the bases loaded. We're still tied. There's now 2 outs, and Rolando Gomez is now strolling to home plate.
12, 13.
Can still get out of this without surrendering an earned run on his own line.
Yeah, he can. You're right. Baker was the responsibility of Harrison Merck. These three guys on base are all courtesy of Carl Craigie. So, boy, just off the outside corner, a little bit low. 1-0 the count to Rolando. 2 ground balls to second base. So he's tried Whiteman a couple times. He might want to try another direction here. Bases loaded. 2 out. There's a strike.
Not easy, too. The first reps back after a 2-week layoff with an injury. Got to try to minimize the damage, and he can still do that with one more well-executed pitch to Gomez.
Well, that looked over, but maybe a little bit low. So 2-1 the count. Rolando Gomez. Craigie working, as we've said, from the stretch on the extreme first base side of the rubber, leaning in, looking for a sign. He's got it. Here's the pitch. There's a little blooper out into left center field. Is it going to get down? Yes, it is. It's going to fall in left center field for a base hit. And 2 runs are going to score for the Yalls there.
Big knock for Rolando Gomez with 2 outs. You just tied the game up. We were talking about how Craigie could still minimize the damage. Gomez comes through, drops it in a perfect spot in left center, scores 2, and the Yalls are back on top again, matching their largest lead today. Now 5-3.
Yeah, 3 runs here in the 5th. They got 2 in the 1st, so there's their 5. They now have Dakota Hundley at the plate. He'll be the 8th hitter to step in the box for the Yalls this inning. First pitch is a strike, called strike to Dakota Hundley. 5 hits here in the inning and 3 runs for the Yalls off of Harrison Merck and Carl Craigie. There goes the runner toward second. Pitch shot foul. So Rolando Gomez will have the long run back to first base. Brian White had the running game going there. Rolando Gomez at first, Austin Medica at third, first and third, already 3 runs in this inning. And the Yalls now lead 5-3. Boy, what a back and forth game we've got today here in game 1.
I don't want him to go to 30. I really don't want him to go to 20.
0-2, will they run again? We'll find out here in a minute. There he goes. Pitch ground ball towards short. Backhanded play by Trejo. Long throw across the diamond. Not in time. Hundley was just doing that hard 90. Beat it out. Medica scores.
Boy, keep getting those ground balls, baby.
And Gomez comes around to third.
That's what Hustle will do. Trejo had plenty on the throw. It was a bang-bang play, but Hundley just able to beat it out. Allows one more run to score. Y'all's putting it on him here in the 5th with a 4-run frame. Now lead by 3, their largest lead today.
Boy.
There's a swing and a miss to Mitch Piotnik. 1, 2, 3, 4 runs in the inning for the Yalls here. They led 2-0 after 1. There's a pitch shot foul down the right field line over towards the Maker's Mark party patio.
Did not want to do it against Knight, but it's really the only spot we had.
First and third, Gomez is on third, Hundley's on first. 4 runs in here in the inning. 6 total on the game for the Yalls. They lead 6-3 as they bat here in the top of the 5th.
If he does hit it well, he'll hit it foul.
There goes the runner towards second. Check swing. Did he go? They appeal. Yes, he did. They're going to call it out. So Piotnik is caught looking, but not before the Yalls pick up 4 runs. They now lead 6-4, and the Freedom are coming to bat here in the bottom of the 5th of a 7-inning game at UC Health Stadium on the Florence Yalls Broadcasting Network.
Felt good, right? Yeah, it's annoying, yeah, but look, think about it. You got 6 ground balls, baby.
Bill Cunningham, the Great American for the Roar Insurance Agencies. Over the last many years, Alvin Roar at Roar Insurance Agency has handled all my personal and business needs. They are a large and growing national insurance business located right here in Greater Cincinnati. Call the Roar Agency today at 513-985-4200 or go to roarins.com. Call Alvin Roar. Call the Roar Agency today.
At Gentle Touch Grooming, your pet is treated with care and will look beautiful. Give your dog or cat the spa day they need. Gentle Touch offers spa baths, deluxe spa baths, full haircuts, and nail trimmings. Book an appointment today at 859-283-1373. That's 859-283-1373. Gentle Touch will even offer 10% off just for mentioning this ad. They want to see those waggling tails soon at Gentle Touch Grooming.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hobart, president of Dick's Sporting Goods. I know personally how important sports are to our kids. That's why we've been working hard to make it easier for them to play. I invite you to come into our stores or shop us online. You won't believe all the changes that we've made at Dick's. We have more baseball and softball gear than ever before, an incredible selection of top running shoes, and we've got the hottest clubs in golf like the Callaway Epic Flash and TaylorMade M5 and M6. Stop into Dick's today to see all of the great changes we've made.
Suddenly a 6-3 ball game as the Y'all send all 9 hitters to the plate in the 5th inning in plate 4. They now lead this game 6-3. The Freedom are coming to bat here in the bottom of the 5th, suddenly down 3 of a 7-inning game here in the bottom of 5. They'll send up 9-1-2. That's Lucas Owens, Craig Massey, and Simon Whiteman. First pitch is a little chopper foul. I'm not sure if he tried to bunt that or not. Either way, it's 0-1 to Lucas Owens. Darian Fleming back on the mound. It's his 5th inning of work. He's only given up 3 hits today, 3 runs on 3 hits, one of them a home run by Craig Massey, and the other run scored on a 2 RBI single by Austin Riggins in the 2nd. That pitch is off the plate, so 1 ball, 1 strike to Owens. Again, 9-1-2, UC Health Stadium, 7-inning game. We're in the bottom of the 5th. A fastball up too high, so 2-1 to the Freedom catcher. Fleming working quick now. Funny what a 3-run lead will do for you. Here's the pitch just off the outside corner and low, so he's now down in the count 3-1. Thinking the last thing you want to do is walk the leadoff hitter after you just get that lead. You need a shutdown inning right here. Here's the pitch, and he did just that. Ball 4 on a fastball up.
Yeah, that's the one thing he didn't want. Maybe it's the amount of time he spent in the dugout, long inning, with you all sending all 9 to the dish. But you got to try to find it in short order, and that might be the last guy Fleming gets to face today as the Dennis Pelfrey Freedom order rolls over.
Yeah, Brian White will come to the mound and have a chat. He has taken the baseball, so no hesitation. That'll do it for Darian Fleming. And we'll be back with the pitching change in a couple minutes here on the Florence Y'all's Broadcasting Network.
Who did the Florence Freedom turn to when it was time to upgrade their scoreboard? Atlantic Sign Company. Through their branding expertise, innovation, and passion, Atlantic Sign Company will help you identify your business to your customers in a way that will exceed your expectations. From concept to the completion, their team will be with you every step of the way. Your sign represents you, your company, and your brand. So go where the Florence Freedom went for their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company.
Have you ever wondered what heaven tastes like? Today at the ballpark, we are giving you the opportunity to do just that. To delight your taste buds, we present Curd Town deep-fried cheese curds. These golden crispy morsels, with their gooey cheesy center, are the tasty treat that have all of the angels singing. After trying our delicious cheese curds, we can't promise you a halo, but we do guarantee a joyful stomach and a cheesy smile.
Today's game is sponsored in part by Clark Dietrich Building Systems, a military-friendly employer. Clark Dietrich offers a comprehensive lineup of steel construction products and services across the United States and abroad. Using cold-formed steel, we manufacture innovative products for interior framing and finishing, exterior framing, floor and roof framing, as well as clips, connectors, metal lath, barrier mesh, and accessories. For more information, visit our website at www.clarkdietrich.com.
Right-hander Nick Floyd out of the Y'all's bullpen. He'll come in now, and he'll face the top of the order. Craig Massey, Simon Whiteman, and Chad Setio. Can't quite close the book on Darian Fleming yet. We know he went 4 innings. We know he gave up 3 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. We don't yet know the runs. That runner on first base is his responsibility. And Nick Floyd, the 6'2", 205-pound right-hander out of Elkhart, Indiana, comes in. See what he can do. He's going to inherit a runner on first, nobody out. The Y'all's leading 6-3 as the Freedom bat here in the bottom of the 5th. Massey lined out to right, and then he hit a home run out of the ballpark in right field in the 3rd. Almost the same spot as his line drive. So he's got the line drive to right down today. We'll see what he does here. 7 home runs on the season for Massey. First pitch taken for a strike on the outside corner.
Floyd's been a good one. The Ball State product makes his 6th appearance here today. He started 4 times, has spanned 17 1/3 innings, 2-0 on the year, and a 1.56 ERA.
There's a pitch shot down the left field line, foul. 12 hits for the Y'alls today, just 3 for the Freedom. So pretty lopsided as far as the hits go, but still very much a ball game. 6-3, bottom 5. It's not 9 innings though, so that does change the approach a bit. If it was a 9-inning game and we were in the 7th, we'd be saying it's getting late. So I think you'd have to say it's getting late here in the 5th. Floyd up and out. Almost looked like it was a pitch out. It wasn't, but that's what it looked like. So 1-2 now to Massey. Owens has a pretty good lead over at first base. He's a catcher. You wouldn't think a catcher would likely be one to run. There's a pitch, fisted foul backing out of play.
Oh, but he does.
But he does. Like I say, you can't. You got to kind of throw out all the stereotypes with Brian White and Dennis Pelfrey because they build their lineups the way they like to build them with guys that can run up and down the order.
6 stolen bases for Lucas Owens here in 2020.
He's got a decent lead, 1 foot to the cut, and there he goes. Line drive, left field, base hit. So a little hit and run action by Dennis Pelfrey there, and it pays off.
Yeah, Massey just such a pro. Went with the pitch, exploited that hole on the left side of the infield. If you drop the ideal base hit in a hit and run situation, you would get that exact hit.
Certainly would. The shortstop broke over to cover the bag, opened up the hole, and in that vacated spot, Massey just shoots one right where he was. So that tightens things up a little bit. Now Simon Whiteman comes to the plate, first and second, nobody out. Here's the first pitch. He shows bunt. I was just wondering, are they going to bunt here or not? I usually get myself in trouble trying to guess when Dennis Pelfrey is going to bunt. He's got the number 2 hitter up. It is a situation where a lot of managers would put a bunt down here. You're down 2 in the 5th. You've got first and second, nobody out. Whiteman squared around a bunt, took it back and took a ball. We'll see what he does here. That's got the corner infielders creeping in now after that attempt his last time up. Here's the pitch. There goes a runner towards third. Throw down to third. Not in time. The throw was high and up the line. They don't steal second, not a double steal, but Owens steals third. Massey remains at first, so it's first and third, still nobody out. And a 2-0 count to Simon Whiteman, who's popped out to second and walked. So the plot thickens here and the cat and mouse games begin. 2-0. Floyd comes set to pitch. It is bunted out towards first base. First baseman's going to pick it up, go ahead and make the play. Belsky was going to let it roll foul, but it clearly wasn't going to go foul, so he last minute decided to pick it up and just step on the base ahead of the sprinting Simon Whiteman.
Yeah, and that's the first time this year that the Freedom have laid down what looked to be a sacrifice bunt, which is always surprising. They do steal bases so well. They just choose to do that opposed to bunt guys over, but Whiteman got it down, and good decision there by Belsky. You didn't want to let everybody be safe. You knew you were going to get the out at home plate, so at a certain point, just pick up the ball and take the out at first.
Yep. Just your basic safety squeeze right there. It wasn't a suicide. The runner wasn't coming. The runner at third didn't break home until the bunt was down, so they just basically squeezed a run home to get one. And they've got a runner on second, Craig Massey. He's now in scoring position with one out. So Whiteman does his job, plates the run and moves the runner to second. Now Chad Sedio, he struck out looking twice today. A dangerous hitter. He's up there with the 1-1 count now, so with a little motivation on his mind after 2 backward Ks in the book. Floyd comes set, delivers the pitch, shot foul, out of play down the left field line. So 1-2 now to Chad Sedio. Things are a little tighter now. Now it's 6-4. It was 6-3 when this inning started. The Freedom have won. With another one out there in scoring position with one out. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Sedio as a fly ball to left field. And it's going to keep blowing and get out of play. He's hanging in there and surviving, is Chad. The Y'alls with 2 in the first and 4 in the fifth. And the Freedom with 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and now 1 here in the fifth. So chipping away. The hits are lopsided, 12-4 in favor of the Y'alls, but the game is only a 2-run game in the bottom of the fifth. Nick Floyd checks the runner, checks him again, and delivers the pitch outside and low for a ball. So it's 2-2 to Chad Sedio. Craig Massey's kind of active out there at second base. Floyd's kind of changing his looks up. Sometimes looks at him once, other times twice. There's 1. There's 2.
Good.
And the pitch up and out for a ball, so it's going to run the count full. To Sedio, Logan Wyatt on deck. And Cesar Trejo in the hole, hoping he gets a crack here in the bottom of the fifth. Floyd trying to get out of a jam. He's got the sign. He's got the one he wants. The 3-2 pitch continues to check the runner, and the pitch, ground ball headed towards right field. Diving stop by Rolando Gomez. Scrambles to his feet, throws to first, throws it away, throws it too wide. The ball is going to roll into the Y'alls dugout. So Craig Massey will score. It was a headlong dive by Rolando Gomez. He made a great play, and then in the haste to hurry up and fire to first, he threw it away.
Yep. And I think that'll go down as a single, and then the error that allows him to take second, and the error that allowed Massey to score. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt on the terrific play by Gomez. Would have been bang-bang at first, but this is what the Freedom do. They can chip away, just hand the bat to the next guy. You look up, now the tying run in scoring position, and a guy in Logan Wyatt who can threaten the ballpark.
Big swing and a miss to Wyatt. Yeah, you're right. That'll be scored an infield single and an error. I don't believe had Gomez made an accurate throw to first base that they would have retired Sedio, but the errant throw allowed him to get to second. So now it's 6-5. They creep a little closer. Another runner in scoring position. Still 1 out for the Freedom. Fastball inside near the chest for a ball. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Logan Wyatt. Logan walked in the second and grounded out to second in the third. This is his 3rd plate appearance. Nick Floyd checks the runner and pitches. It's a fastball. Good zip on it, but it's too high. So 2-1 to Logan. Sedio's got a walking lead out there at second base. No signs at all from Dennis Pelfrey on this play. It doesn't look like anything appears to be on. There's a pitch, swing and a miss, a little bit of a foul tip. 2-2.
Wyatt's been on base once today with a walk. Looking for his first base knock. Had 2 on Sunday. So he tries to turn the page and get hot offensively for the Freedom.
There's the pitch. There's a Fly ball out into left field. A long, long run for Johnny Knight. Will Baker sprinting over, and Johnny Knight makes the play in left field to retire the side. But the Freedom
On the bag.
Oh, there was only one out, so I guess it didn't retire the side. My bad. So that he tag up on that?
He did.
So it's almost like Johnny Knight just threw the ball in as if it was the third out, and it allowed the runner to tag up, because there's no way you would tag up on a ball that was hit that shallow to left field with the left fielder catching it on the full sprint coming in.
Yep. Just capitalizing on the mental miscue out there in left field.
Mental miscues out there and in the box thinking that retired, or in the broadcast thinking that retired the side.
Not quite done yet.
So Cedillo is now on third. Cesar Trejo at the plate. 6-5 still. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. The Freedom have 2 in and looking for more. First pitch is outside ball to Cesar Trejo. He reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the second and flew to left in the third. Chad Cedillo at third base, 90 feet away, representing the tying run here in the bottom of the fifth for the Freedom. These have been stressful pitches for Floyd, way off the plate. So 2-0. Will Craigie return next inning?
No.
I think that was just
that
a one inning.
That was one inning for him. I want to overwork him on his first appearance back off the injury. Plan for him was 1 inning all along today.
Boy, big swing and a miss. Went down to his knees, kind of Adrian Beltre-like. You know, one of those big swings that's so hard to go down to a knee. Did he do that all the time, or was it just me? That was like a staple with him.
More often than not, it seemed like, with Beltre. No question, Trejo trying to hit that third homer of the year.
Yeah, that was definitely a swing for the fences swing. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch, fastball for a strike. So 2-2. So what do you say? Deuces are wild, or deuces on the board? 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the fifth, 6-5 Y'alls. They're clinging to that 1-run lead.
Big pitch here. Tying run 90 feet away. Late stages.
Floyd comes set, fastball gets past the catcher, kind of just way outside, rolls to the backstop. So Chad Cedillo is going to walk home. That'll tie the game. 3 runs in the inning. So, boy, you wanted to shut down inning after scoring 4. If you're the Y'alls and you come back, you give up 3 yourself. The game is tied at 6. And Trejo still in the box with that full count. This game will come down to a battle of the bullpens. 2 innings to go. Here's the wind and the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out to retire the side. So Trejo goes down, but not before the Freedom score 3 runs to tie the game. We're going to head to the 6th. We are tied at 6 at UC Health Stadium on the Florence Y'alls Broadcasting Network.
Florence Freedom turned 2 when it was time to upgrade their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company. Through their branding expertise, innovation, and passion, Atlantic Sign Company will help you identify your business to your customers in a way that will exceed your expectations. From concept to the completion, their team will be with you every step of the way. Your sign represents you, your company, and your brand. So go where the Florence Freedom went for their scoreboard. Atlantic Sign Company.
Have you ever wondered what heaven tastes like? Today at the ballpark, we are giving you the opportunity to do just that. To delight your taste buds, we present Curd Town deep-fried cheese curds. These golden crispy morsels, with their gooey cheesy center, are the tasty treat that have all of the angels singing. After trying our delicious cheese curds, we can't promise you a halo, but we do guarantee a joyful stomach and a cheesy smile.
Today's game is sponsored in part by Clark Dietrich Building Systems, a military-friendly employer. Clark Dietrich offers a comprehensive lineup of steel construction products and services across the United States and abroad. Using cold-formed steel, we manufacture innovative products for interior framing and finishing, exterior framing, floor and roof framing, as well as clips, connectors, metal lath, barrier mesh, and accessories. For more information, visit our website at www.clarkdietrich.com.
So here we go to the 6th, the Y'all 6, the Freedom 6. And I want to turn it back over to the voice of your Florence Y'alls, Aaron Brody.
Thank you, Dad. Kevin Hahn takes over on the bump for the Florence Freedom. Freshly tied game at 6. Game 1 of 2 to be played here at UC Health Stadium on an overcast Wednesday evening. Game time temperature is 81 degrees, but it's starting to cool off a little bit as the sun gets a little closer to setting here in northern Kentucky. Carl Craigie limited to just 1 inning in relief, as we told you he would be today. And now it's the right-hander Kevin Hahn, who has really been impressive in his first handful of appearances in this battle of the Bourbon Trail. The Bay Area product and big-time Golden State Warriors fan who wears number 30 for Steph Curry out there on the bump. We'll dig in and face the top of the Florence Y'alls order: Baker, Spees, and Knight.
Third highest scoring team in the big leagues right now.
Hahn closed off always from the stretch. Fires a fastball downstairs. Falls behind Baker 1-0. Good day at the dish, as always, it seems, for this guy, Baker. A double, a single, a run scored. 2 for 3. Righty sets at the belt with a couple of bounces on the 1-0 pitch. A strike on the outer half to even the sequence. A 1-1.
That was impressive. You remember talking about that Joe Torre thing on Instagram, right? Football.
Hahn has his pitch.
Were we talking about that or not?
Here it comes.
Atta babe.
Change stayed in.
When we beat the legend.
Ball 2 to Baker.
It was 24-4 or whatever. Florence made a post.
4th appearance for Hahn. 13 innings under his belt. 12 strikeouts to just 3 walks. ERA that starts at the 1, 1.38, the 2-1. Baker got under, pops it up on the first base side. In foul ground, Logan Wyatt, the first baseman, backs up, makes the catch for out number 1.
20-run games happen.
Pop out brings up Blaze Spees. Like Baker before him, 2 for 3 today with a run scored. Moved up a few spots in Brian White's batting order here in game 1 of the midweek series with the Freedom in the 2-hole. Changes outside. 1-0.
Speaking of pitches, how many is that, Pam?
Hahn always works on the first base side of the rubber, closed off as he sets and fires. Going the other way, a foul ball off the bat of Blaze Spees. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. 12 Y'alls hits today have turned into their 6 runs. Done a good job building threats in most innings. And fresh off their best inning in the 5th. What a pitch. Gets a swing and a miss. Spees way out in front of the off speed. Falls behind 1 and 2.
His whole college career. Is he not wearing a belt? Oh, yes, okay.
The Y'alls with 2 runs in the first and 4 in their last at bat in inning number 5 when they sent all 9 to the plate. 1-2 rolling over the off-speed pitch outside. It's foul.
So who is the pupil there that Dennis Pelfrey is talking to?
Looks like A.J. Clayton, who is a pitcher who isn't in the plans for today's doubleheader and just trying to pick Pelf's brain, which is always a good strategy for any young player. 1-2 to Blaze Spees is outside. Kind of leaving up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I know. The whole day has been different. Yeah.
Quick consensus reached. Hahn ready, and is 2-2. Above the belt for ball 3. And a full count. 1 out, nobody on. Got the 2-hole in the box. And Johnny Knight waiting on deck. Would love to sting his usual team yet again. The man on base. Swinging away at the payoff pitch and a foul ball straight back to the screen. Continue the at-bat for Spees.
The first thing I do when the ball's hit is look at him
Righty shakes once.
Come on, baby.
Now nods and sets. Payoff. Down low. And a walk
Ground ball, kid.
to bring up Johnny Knight, the man at first, and 2 outs to play with for the Yalls.
And a hot-hitting Johnny Knight coming up next, at least today anyway, huh?
For sure. 2 singles, an RBI, 2 runs scored. The usual Freedom player will play for Brian White's Yalls this week. They're doing a good job here in his first game with the club this week, but not the first time he's been with the club this season. Way back when the Battle of the Bourbon Trail first began, Knight logged some reps with the Yalls, but since then, that first week, everything with the Freedom until today. First pitch to him. A swing and a smash to left center field. This ball's well struck and deep all the way back in the power alley. Chad Sedio makes the nice running catch as he closes in on the wall. Retreating back to the base at first is Blaze Spees. Johnny Knight hit that one on the nose, but Chad Sedio made the nice running catch. And the guy who usually is a staple at third base just showed he's got range and can make all the plays in the outfield for out number 2.
Yeah, that was a nice play. Just Sedio on the dead run towards left center field, just reached out and made a nice smooth little basket catch almost as he was approaching the warning track. So great jump, great read, and a great play there.
See if Mike Galino can move the runner. Change-ups downstairs. 1-0 to Galino.
It's funny, has Blaze Speed just tagged up, he would have easily had second, but he thought it was in the gap as well, so he did the halfway, which you're supposed to do there, so he's still at first.
Boy.
Finding the outside corner is Hahn on pitch number 2. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike with the DH. Quick toss to first base, checking on the runner. Nothing doing. Hahn 1 pitch away from a scoreless frame. He'll attack Galino now. The 1-1 pitch.
Boy.
Had him out in front, swung on and missed. Hahn with that deadly Vulcan split he likes to throw in 2 strike counts. We'll see if he goes to it here.
Not the split, but the Vulcan split.
A little bit of a different grip. The 1-2. Runner takes off for second. Spees will have the stolen base. From his knees, Lucas Owens couldn't get enough on the throw to the bag. And the go-ahead run for the Yalls, now in scoring position in a 2-2 count with Mike Galino.
You guys cruising? Do you want to pull him out and hit for him?
Hahn staring at Spees at second as he quiets the hands and offers home the 2-2. There was the split, but it was south of the zone for ball 3.
Okay. Come on, baby. Challenge fastball right here.
Pelf wanted Hahn to trust the fastball here in the full count.
2-2 should have been a challenge fastball. Be afraid of the guy.
Actually wishing he threw it instead of the split 1 pitch ago, as you can hear on the wireless mic. Payoff above the belt, and a walk to Mike Galino will set up runners at first and second for Austin Medica.
Come on, baby. 12 pitches the last 2 guys.
Yeah, Hahn's thrown a lot of pitches already, and you can hear Dennis Pelfrey talking about 12 pitches to the last 2 hitters. Back and forth we go.
Can Austin Medica deliver
Always want hitters
in a big spot?
The one that's in here? Yeah.
First
Always
pitch.
want hitters in.
Below the knees, ball 1.
Ready to come off the bench. Have an idea how the game's flowing, how they're attacking our hitters, how they would attack him. It's a good learning tool.
On fires. Medica fouls. That's 1-1.
Rumor has it you're going to have Chad Rhodes on the air with you tomorrow, huh?
That I will.
I would rather have a hitter.
The Florence on Florence tradition will continue.
Oh, Hayden?
Chad likes to sit back, get the bird's eye view, and evaluate all the Y'all's Freedom games. We'll throw them on a headset tomorrow. First pitch at 6:35. The 1-1 pitch down and in.
Come, babe.
2 balls and a strike
Well, someone go talk to him. Or
to Austin Medica.
First 2 guys out. Walk. Yeah, sure.
The 2-1. Hot smash to second, but Simon Whiteman playing it on a bounce will underhand flip to his teammate Logan Wyatt in the Giants organization. And that will do it for the Y'alls in the 6th. They build a threat, but they cannot break through. Hahn escapes the jam, and he'll bring the Freedom up to the plate. Still tied, 6-6 at UC Health Stadium. You're listening to Florence Y'alls Baseball on the Y'alls Broadcasting Network.
Take the lead right here, boys. Nice play, Whiteman.
Can't carry a bowling ball in a plastic bag. Can't rub plastic bags together to make fire. Can't turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
Hey Freedom fans, let's play a game of Did You Know, courtesy of Life Center. Did you know organ and tissue donation is life-saving and life-changing for thousands of people? How about that more than 600 people in greater Cincinnati are waiting for a life-saving organ transplant? You can change someone's life with a simple yes when you go to renew your driver's license or state ID. Say yes and register to be a donor. Visit lifepassidon.org for more information or to register online. Life. Pass it on.
Florence Freedom fans, Walt Kelsey here for Kelsey Chevrolet on Route 50 in Lawrenceburg. Proud sponsor of your Florence Freedom. We're just 15 minutes from Florence. Take 275 west to the Lawrenceburg exit. We can handle all your automotive needs. Sales, service, parts, and body shop. We're family owned and operated, and we offer a fresh approach. We'll treat you like family. Find new roads at kelseychev.com.
We are Kelsey Chevrolet, from our family to yours.
Nick Floyd has another in that right arm of his. He'll come back out to face Reese, Danzero, and Riggins. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Florence Freedom in the bottom of the 6th. Tied at 6 on the Florence Y'alls Broadcasting Network. Game 1 of 2 to be played here in Northern Kentucky tonight between these Freedom and Y'alls. Day-night doubleheader. Wednesday tradition continues. It's been a back-and-forth game and a good game. Both sides emptying their bullpens here in the later stages. 3 arms have towed the rubber for the Freedom. Nick Floyd, the second arm to tow the rubber for the Y'alls, but that's 5 pitchers in the same pool here in Florence. Floyd will start E.P. Reese with a fastball up for ball 1. It's Aaron Brody and Troy Brody with you from UC Health Stadium. Righty rocks and fires. And will just miss outside. For ball 2 to Reese. EP 1 for 2, a single and a stolen base. Also scored a run back in that 2-run second for the Freedom. The 2-0. Swing and a high fly ball in the air to right. Medium depth and playable for Blaze Spees, who's under and makes the catch. 1 away. Flyout brings up Brian Danzero, who surprisingly is looking to reach base for the first time. Haven't said that much in 2020. This guy's been all over the base paths. But 0 for 2 with the pop out and a strikeout today. Swinging away at a first pitch, a foul ball. We'll start Dansborough 0-1. Floyd settles at the belt and is 0-1. Slow ground ball to short, racing in for it. Gloving is Baker, throwing on the run in time. Dansborough out on the 6-3 putout. And 2 quick ones for Nick Floyd. It'll be Austin Riggins next. Floyd spinning the baseball in the throwing hand as he gets the sign from Medica. Catcher sets up in, first pitch. Too far in for ball 1. The 1-0. Late swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Medica shading back in for the 1-1. Got it in on the hands, popped up behind home plate, not a play. Another foul ball off the bat of Riggins makes the count 1-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Floyd looking for a quick 1-2-3 inning. Get his offense right back to work at the plate. Should still be Kevin Hahn on the mound for the Freedom when this game rolls into the next half inning. But first, the 1-2 to Riggins. Got him swinging. Fastball did the trick. And Nick Floyd has his second strikeout in relief and will face the minimum in a quick moving top half of the 6th. Here come the Alls. It'll be Belsky, Gomez, Hunley, 6, 7, 8 in a 6-6 game.
Chris Collinsworth here. Western and Southern can help you translate your financial needs. Start with a free, no-obligation insurance checkup. It doesn't take long, and it's a great way to find out how to protect your family's future. Talk to a financial translator today.
Call our Northern Kentucky office at 859-426-3300. That's 859-426-3300 for your free, no-obligation review.
Compensated endorser, Western and Southern Financial Group, Cincinnati, Ohio, R5-1307.
BRG is locally owned and operated, so we take pride in our community you choose to call home. With spacious floor plans, neighborhoods that complement your lifestyle, pet-friendly communities, 24-hour emergency maintenance, the amenities are endless. Come home to BRG Apartments. With communities located in Cincinnati and Dayton, Ohio, as well as in Northern Kentucky, we have something for everyone. Finding your new home is as easy as BRG.
It's not just a truck, it's a way of life. It's who you are. It's proud, free, wild. It's a brotherhood, the Brotherhood of Tacoma. For over 50 years, Toyota has built the best, most durable, go-anywhere, do-anything trucks money can buy. That's the Toyota Tacoma, the truck that feels like it was built for you, because it is. Built in the USA. Welcome to the Brotherhood. Find out more at your Toyota dealer or buy at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
It will be the right-hander Kevin Hahn back out for more in the bottom of the 6th, or the top of the 7th rather, of a 7-inning game at UC Health Stadium. 6-6 your score. Could see the Pelfrey rule come into play in inning number 8. The score holds for 6 more outs. Kevin Belsky to the plate to face the right-hander Hahn. Sack fly under his belt today, 0 for 2 around it. First pitch. Hot shot ground ball, but foul for an early strike.
Could be in right field, game 2, okay?
We'll have one more game to play after this one goes final, whether it's in 7 or 7.5.
Yeah, right?
Game 2 will start roughly 30 minutes after the final out is recorded here in game number 1. The 0-1 pitch to Belsky takes a bounce and will make its way to the backstop for ball 1.
Let's see how many outs there are. Somebody going. 21 last inning, right? Keep him at that 45.
Hahn ready, and the 1-1. Way out in front of the split.
Yeah, I got that.
1 and 2.
What's that weather look like?
Owens will set up out for the 1-2. Here it comes. Got him swinging again. The off speed from Kevin Hahn, nasty. One quick one to bring up Gomez.
That looks like it could have been the Vulcan.
For sure.
44%? And it goes down or what? It's going to be iffy. It's going to be iffy, isn't it?
In steps Rolando Gomez. His first pitch. Trying to push a bunt, but it's foul for strike 1.
Huh? Yeah, I talk a lot. A lot to myself. It's true.
The 0-1 will bounce to the backstop. Hahn very difficult to get a beat on in the box. So he can throw the Vulcan split in the 60s, his changeup in the 70s, and the fastball in the 80s.
Come on, baby.
He'll get you on that front foot. 1-1. Down and in for ball 2. Gomez with a big knock in this one. His 2-run single back in the 5th. Gave the Yalls, what was at the time, a 5-3 lead.
Yeah, anything under 50% to me is game on, baby.
His 2-1.
Boy.
That's a strike. Of the called variety.
Tough one there.
Now 2-2 to Gomez.
Interesting to look down in the Freedom dugout and see that Pelf's new student is Batman.
Bat boy.
Pop up the center right here. This pitch.
2-2.
Boy.
A late swing. He can make that fastball look like it's 90 when he's throwing the off speed, and he got it past Gomez. 2 strikeouts for Hahn. 2 outs. And Dakota Hundley to the plate. Yeah, it's become a funny new facet to these games played at UC Health Stadium. The Bat Boy is literally dressed in a Batman costume.
And you always see Pelf talking to different players and, you know, bending their ear on the game, and you look down there and there's Batman all
Not bad.
arms crossed, listening intently, you know.
Yeah.
Breaking ball missed out on the first pitch to Hundley.
You never know when Batman will need that advice, when he's out there involved in some caper.
1-0 out in front. Swung on and missed.
Tricky depending on how they put them in there. They're obviously, they didn't loosen up the boards. Like boards shrink, wood shrinks over time, and that's what it is. It's not, the screws stay exactly where they're supposed to. So what we're going to need to do is get like a crowbar.
Hahn has his 1-1. Here it is.
Get a hammer.
He'll miss
a
up.
Sawzall, which I didn't bring mine, but cut the top of the
We'll check in with Pelf, who's knee-deep in another baseball discussion down there.
So pry it up.
Talking about how to
Those
rebuild
screws
some
aren't
wood
coming
in the
out
dugout.
Oh.
Talking about a
Unless
crowbar
you
and a hammer.
break up the concrete, and then you just take a sawzall or a hammer.
He
and
is a
kind of
construction
bend them
guy.
back and forth so they break.
He knows his way around the toolbox for
Pretty
sure.
heavy-duty screws.
Heavy-duty screws.
2-1, a bouncer to third base. Massey in front. Low throw to first, and it's under the glove of Wyatt. Hundley legs it out, and will reach on the air to extend the top of the 7th.
Is there 2 pitches there? 2 pitches on that guy?
Yeah, that'll always go in the books as an error on the guy that threw it, but you know that's a pick that Logan would want to have back. You know, a little short hop, and just rolled under his glove.
More guys get on.
So Piotnik will get the chance to swing it. The man at first. Y'alls are down to their last out here in the 7th. Never too late. Piotnik with a tremendous week at the plate last week. First pitch fastball's outside for ball 1.
This is pitch 15 coming up.
On trying to work quick.
Or not the 7th, we'll have the extra.
Fires the second pitch. And will miss outside with that.
Okay, come babe.
2 balls, no strikes on Piotnik.
24 is really the total.
Has not reached today, struck out a couple of times. 0 for 3 in the 9 hole. Is flipping around to hit from the left side for the first time in this one today.
I'm going to try to steal right here.
A couple of lefties, and Merck and Craigie went back-to-back for the Freedom. Fastball's down. Hahn trying to attack, but he can't locate the heat.
3-0.
And he'll try to climb all the way back from 3-0. I'd rather not face Will Baker with guys on base. Leadoff man waiting on deck.
Yeah, he's got about
3-0 to Piotnik. Hard line drive back up the middle into center. Had the green light in a 3-0 count. And roped a base hit single. Runners at first and second as the Y'alls try to go with 2 and will get Baker to the plate with 2 men on for 2 outs.
Yeah, just a head high line drive right up the middle, right over the head of Kevin Hahn and into center field. So a good piece of hitting. Yeah, 3-0 swinging there. Had a tough day so far with an 0 for 3 and decided I'm not going to miss this pitch. It's too good to take.
Got to help the average.
I'll go talk to him when Speeds gets
Lucas
up.
Owens went out for a quick word with Hahn to calm him down. Likely reminding him he's 1 pitch away from bringing the Freedom up in a walk-off scenario. And if not, we'll have free baseball for 1/2 inning, sudden death baseball.
This is the 7th, right?
In Florence, Kentucky.
Hi, Kev. Is that a 3-0 swing? Sure was, wasn't it?
I think 5-1 would work here, wouldn't it?
Oh boy.
Fastball on the outside corner will start Baker 0-1.
Broke his bat too, I think.
Fifth at bat today for Baker. You don't see a lot of 5 AB opportunities in 7-inning games.
We really need to have Speeds, Joe.
No kidding.
Runner.
Runners take off. 0-1 pitch. Line towards the gap in right center field. This ball is going to get down for a base hit. Hundley will score. Rounding third base and scoring is Piotnik, and sliding into second is Will Baker. The Y'alls will get a couple of runs and give the Freedom something to worry about as they come to the plate in the bottom of the 7th. It's now a 2-run lead for the visitors, 8-6.
Man, what a huge, huge hit by Piotnik there.
Big error.
Brian White put the runners in motion, which made, you know, the possibility of scoring 2 runs on a single like that happen. That's exactly what happened.
Big error. 2 unearned runs.
And it comes back to that ball that got away at first base that would have ended the inning.
Okay.
Now it's Blaze Spees. He'll jump ahead 1-0. 1-0 delivery. Outside for ball
Not
2.
bad. Not Kev.
Yep, the air looming large. Would have been a 1-2-3 inning.
Give them all the way to 30
Instead, it
here.
gave the Y'alls life. You got to credit them. They turned it into something. A Piotnik single and the 2 RBI double
Quickly it changes for you.
from Will Baker.
1-2-3 inning.
2-0 now. Fouled straight back.
Boy. 23 right there. He gets on.
Extra pitches for the right-hander Hahn here in the 7th. 2-1. Make it 3-1 as the fastball was in. And a 5-pitch walk. When it rains, it pours for the Freedom.
You Wagner going.
Johnny Knight to hit next. And he'll come to the plate with men at first and second.
Pearson.
Back to the day for Will Baker. 2 doubles, a single, 2 RBIs. And making his case for player of the game if the score holds or any semblance of it.
Yeah, that's your call right there. If it's the Y'alls, that would be the one.
I love when it's obvious like that.
Yeah, I know, because I know you get asked that every game. And
first pitch tonight, had him on the front foot, swung on and missed for strike 1.
When you're around other people to do it.
2 hours and 14 minutes into this one.
Before you do it.
Hahn's 0-1. Waiting for it. 2-hop bouncer to third base, charging in. Massey throws and in time at first for out number 3. The Y'alls come up with some 2-out magic. Plate 2 unearned runs on the right-hander Kevin Hahn and take an 8-6 victory with 3 outs to play with in the bottom of the 7th, right here on the Florence Y'alls Broadcasting Network.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hobart, president of Dick's Sporting Goods. I know personally how important sports are to our kids. That's why we've been working hard to make it easier for them than ever before. An incredible selection of top running shoes. And we've got the hottest clubs in golf like the Callaway Epic Flash and TaylorMade M5 and M6. Stop into Dick's today to see all of the great changes we've made.
Substation 2 has been bringing Florence the freshest food at the lowest prices since 1981. You've tried the rest, now come taste the best fresh sliced sub sandwiches anywhere. Substation 2 was voted the best sub sandwich in Northern Kentucky by Northern Kentucky Magazine in 2016. Let Substation cater your next event. Give us a call at 859-371-9490 or come visit us at 7905 Dream Street in Florence. Substation 2, quality at a price you can afford.
Can't carry a bowling ball in a plastic bag. Can't rub plastic bags together to make fire. Can't turn them into swim trunks. And you can't put plastic bags in your Rumpke recycling container. Visit Rumpke.com for recycling do's and don'ts. Learn more at Rumpke.com.
Make your recycling count. Rumpke.
The Y'alls will lean on right-hander Jared Cheek in search of the final 3 outs. Here of a game 1 of a doubleheader at UC Health Stadium. 8-6 your score. Y'alls in front, plating 2 in their side of the 7th, both unearned. Off right-hander Kevin Hahn, the big knock, a 2-run double for Will Baker. It has the visitors on the precipice of a Game 1 victory. With one more to play tonight, and the finale slated for tomorrow at 6:35. Here on the Y'all's Broadcasting Network, Chad Rhodes will be with us in the broadcast booth for that one. Should be a lot of fun. It's Lucas Owens in the box to face Cheek first. Good heavy fastball and a foul tip for strike one on a half-hearted swing from Owens. Cheek on the third base side of the rubber and always from the stretch, offers the 0-1 and spikes it in the turf for ball one. Cheek has been heavily used. This is his 10th appearance. Slide step and the 1-1's inside for ball two. 2 balls and a strike. Former South Bend Cub has logged 14 2/3 innings. 22 strikeouts to 4 walks. It's been good. Climbs the ladder, gets the fastball past Owens. 90 on the radar gun on that heater from Jared Cheek. And it pushes Owens into an even 2-2 count. Owens will stay alive, sending a foul ball off the screen on the 2-2. Cheek's ERA at 2.45 in those 14 2/3 innings. As tough as they come in the late stages of a ball game. 2-2 on the way. And just outside for ball three. Payoff, inside out swing, little flare over third and dropping in for a base hit single into left. Owens the big aggressive round at first base, but he'll stay put there. And the tying run will come to the plate and Craig Massey in an 8-6 game.
Yeah, he just hit a little flare out just over the third baseman's head. Dakota Hundley was on the run, trying to run it down out there in short left field, and it just fell over his head, so kind of hit that in a perfect spot.
First pitch to Massey, a fastball and an inside strike. The 0-1. Off the plate. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Y'all's looking for the first out. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Barring a double play, the heart of the Freedom order will come to the plate in this frame, at least the start of it. And Chad Stedio, back foot breaking ball inside for ball 2 to Massey. But those feared hitters at the top of the Freedom lineup will come to the plate, and it starts with this guy Massey, who's ahead 2-1. Runner takes off.
Foul ball.
In and out of the mitt of Austin
Foul
Medico
ball, foul
will
ball.
force Owens back to first base as the count evens up at 2-2.
Yeah, that was a break there because Owens had that base stole. He had a tremendous jump. But because of the foul ball, all for naught.
Yeah.
Cheek readies and the 2-2 pitch. Shot the other way, out of play. We'll have another 2-2 pitch. Inside out swing, fly ball down the line, in left and out of play again. Cheek got it in the hands of Massey. Can't put him away.
Yeah, he's throwing strikes, and Massey continues to spoil him.
Cheek lowers the hands, and the 2-2. Popped up, shallow in left field. High fly ball, a little bit of a late start for Johnny Knight. It'll get to the spot and make the catch, and Massey is out number 1.
So a long battle there, won by Cheek.
Now he earns the right to face Simon Whiteman. Owen still off to an aggressive lead at first base. We've seen him try to steal second once already. First pitch to Whiteman's up and in for ball 1. The 1-0. Splits the plate. Called a strike. Whiteman executing a safety squeeze his last time up. Got him an RBI. 0 for 1 is all today with a walk in there as well. He'll fall behind here as Cheek finds the outer third with the fastball. Pushes Whiteman into a 1-2 count. The 1-2 blocked up well behind the plate by Medica. It is ball 2, but Owens will have to stay at first base. The catcher did good work keeping that one in front.
Yeah, he bodied that one up well. You wonder if that dirt ball read would have turned into trying to go, what would have happened, because you got a feeling that Medica had it right where he wanted it.
Wise decision to stay. 2-2. Called strike 3. Wyman won't like it. Looked like Cheek did miss the spot, but he gets the call. 2 away. Responding well after the leadoff single. Cheek has retired the next 2 hitters and now stares in at Chad Sedio. 1 pitch away from a Y'all's victory, but 1 pitch away from a tie game as well. Sedio, the man with the 10 home runs to lead the Battle of the Bourbon Trail. And a tying run at first. Here's a high fly ball out of play on the left field side. There's Sedio himself, the tying run in the box with Owens at first. In an 8-6 game. Cheek has the 1. Here it is. Hits the mitt, but won't get the call this time. A ball and a strike to Sedio, who's 1 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. The 1 knock, a single, his 15th of the year. The 1-1 pitch at the shoe tops for ball 2. And his count now 2 balls and a strike.
So you think about this Battle of the Bourbon Trail, it's hitting the final third. You know, if you take this 38 games and split it into 3 chunks, this now begins the third, you know, chunk, if you will. And so teams are wanting to start rounding into shape now. You wonder how these managers feel right now at this point of the season, from where they were to where they are now.
Picture they're more than pleased with the development of just about everybody. Cheek did miss. Is now 3-1 as he offers home again. Fouled straight back. A full count now to the Freedom left fielder. Cheek's payoff. Hit well, carrying into right field. This one's back and bouncing off the wall. Lucas Owens will be held up at third base. Sedio upstanding at second. And Logan White will come to the plate with a tying run at second base in a 2-run game.
Well, that was a tremendous job out in the outfield with Piotnik and Blaze Spees just to get that. Why send him? And if you get him gunned, the game's over. Now you've got the tying runs at second and third. So
I got him. That fastball.
Down one, he may have tried that there. Down two, probably makes sense to do exactly what he did.
You're good.
First pitch fastball to Logan Wyatt outside for ball one. Cheek does have 2 outs, but the Freedom refuse to go down quietly. The 1-0. In on the hands and fouled off, out of play on the left field side. An even 1-1 count on the cleanup man.
This what? Yeah, that's beautiful. Stayed on it. Let's go.
Here's a line drive. It's going to drop into left field. One run will score. Setio is going to round to try to tie, and he will do just that. Sliding in. It's 8-8. Wyatt comes through with the 2-run single to the opposite field. And it seems like for the 10th time tonight, brand new ball game. Here in the leader of a day-night doubleheader. Tied up again at 8.
Yeah, we may very well end up seeing the Dennis Pelfrey rule here. You had a feeling the Y'alls liked the spot they were in, a 2-run lead, 3 outs to go, Cheek on the mound, and suddenly we're tied, and the Freedom still hitting.
Cesar Trejo went up hacking and fouls off the first pitch he sees, falling behind 0-1. Hot ground ball, diving try, but bobbled. Trejo threw the base at first, throwing error
2 bases.
by Rolando Gomez. And Logan Wyatt will pull up at third base. Cesar Trejo will be given second.
He's already at second.
Well, before we can get the Pelfrey rule and free baseball, Jared Cheek will have to find the 3rd out here in the 7th. The winning run now 90 feet away.
Just kind of relax, get back in there, and then boom.
Trejo essentially doesn't matter at second. But E.P. Reese to the plate, trying to deliver a Game 1 victory for the Freedom.
Yeah, back to that play, Rolando Gomez, a nice play at second, a diving play, but again, like we've seen multiple times today. Gomez had to scramble to his feet and tried to make that quick throw, and it got past the first baseman and rolled into the dugout.
First pitch to Reese, down and away for ball 1.
Got 2 outs.
Called strike on the second offering. Reese is in a 1-1. Reese 1 for 3, singled, stole a base. 1-1 pitch, ground ball up the middle. Ranging over to it is Baker from short. He'll get it to first in time. Dennis Pelfrey wants catcher's interference. That would load the bases. But it doesn't look like he'll get it. So we will have free baseball in the 8th inning.
He hit his glove.
The Freedom are the home team. Dennis will have the opportunity to pick whether he wants to come to the plate or take the field. 3 outs will decide the outcome of this one, regardless of what happens. And we'll have that exciting sudden death baseball for you next on the Y'alls Broadcasting Network.
I heard it. It's okay, though. We like this better.
Have you ever wondered what heaven tastes like? Today at the ballpark, we are giving you the opportunity to do just that. To delight your taste buds, we present Curd Town deep-fried cheese curds. These golden crispy morsels, with their gooey cheesy center, are the tasty treat that have all of the angels singing. After trying our delicious cheese curds, we can't promise you a halo, but we do guarantee a joyful stomach and a cheesy smile.
Today's game is sponsored in part by Clark Dietrich Building Systems, a military-friendly employer. Clark Dietrich offers a comprehensive lineup of steel construction products and services across the United States and abroad. Using cold-formed steel, we manufacture innovative products for interior framing and finishing, exterior framing, floor and roof framing, as well as clips, connectors, metal lath, barrier mesh, and accessories. For more information, visit our website at www.clarkdietrich.com.
Bill Cunningham, the Great American for the Roar Insurance Agencies. Over the last many years, Alvin Roar at Roar Insurance Agency has handled all my personal and business needs. They are a large and growing national insurance business located right here in Greater Cincinnati. Call the Roar Agency today at 513-985-4200 or go to roarins.com. Call Alvin Roar. Call the Roar Agency today.
Sudden death baseball is on at UC Health Stadium. We go to the top of the eighth,
I think you should be able to pitch
8-8.
You got an available guy?
Kenny Pearson will take over on the mound for Dennis Pelfrey's Freedom. The Freedom skipper choosing to take the field in search of 3 outs. Here's how the sudden death Pelfrey rule works. 1/2 inning decides the outcome of the game. The team that comes to the plate will have their last batted out at first base, which in this case will be Johnny Knight. If they can manufacture that runner at first base, the batting team wins. If the team that takes the field gets 3 outs before the run will score, they win. And Dennis obviously liking his chances with the great Kenny Pearson to find 3 outs before the Y'alls can manufacture Johnny Knight, and that would give the Freedom the 9-8 victory. This sudden death wrinkle is something that Dennis Pelfrey believes will be in Major League Baseball in the next 5 years. And we'll have the chance to talk about it with Mo Egger on ESPN 1530 this Friday at 4:20. If you want to look up the stream of that, for those of you not in the local reach of Mo Egger's afternoon drive radio show. Should be exciting to hear Pelf talk about his Pelfrey rule and this battle of the Bourbon Trail as a whole on an interview on 1530 this Friday. Pearson will face Galeno, Medica, Belsky, 4-5-6 for Brian White. First pitch, a breaking ball from Pearson and a called strike. Brian White choosing to pinch run for Johnny Knight. He's got Brandon Pugh at first base. All that speed. Fastball is going to miss outside to even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike to Galeno.
So you got to put yourself in the manager spot. You got a half inning. Do you want to bat and try to score a run from first, or do you want to take the field and hold the team scoreless?
1-1, Tapper back up the middle. Pearson snares. He'll go to first for the easy out. Brandon Pugh moves up 90 feet to second. And Austin Medica will come to the plate with 1 dead in the winning run in scoring position.
Yeah, that's no sacrifice there. He wasn't bunting. He just swung away, but they got the same result, right? And there's no difference in bunting there or doing what just happened to move the runner to second. So now, get this runner from second home, you win. Don't get this runner from second home, you lose. Under these rules, saves on the pitches, saves on the arms on these guys.
Check swing and a foul ball off the bat of Medica. He'll fall behind 0-1. Florence teams are 5-0 this season in sudden death baseball affairs. So no matter what, a Florence team will get their 6th win today, but also no matter what, a Florence team will lose for the first time in games decided by the Pelfrey rule. Pugh off to a big lead at second. Pearson offers home the 0-1 to Medica and paints the outside black for a called strike 2. Lefty readies and his 0-2 pitch in on the hands, fouled off. Pearson can still pick his pitch. 0-2 on Medica.
If you think about it, for those of you listening out there, these teams have players on these rosters that are the property of Major League Baseball teams. And they just cannot bring them out here and wear their arms out. So you got to just be very mindful. That's the last thing a manager wants is a long extra inning game that depletes your bullpen.
Especially in game 1 of a day-night doubleheader as well. Who knows how many innings it could go on. Got one more full one to play. The 0-2 from Pearson now will be outside for ball 1. Left-hander out of Sheffield Lake, Ohio has been another one of those good finds in the bullpen. Whether he's suited up for the Yalls or the Freedom this season, he's turned in good work. 16 2/3 innings, 9th appearance today. ERA at 3.24 on the season. The 1-2 to Medica will be outside for ball 2. Owens had to leave the stance to corral it. Keep thinking we might see Brandon Pugh try to swipe third base. Hasn't really shown it yet. Not even deking it. He is shuffling off.
There he is now. Yeah, as soon as you say that, he's starting to get active out there.
2-2, change of pace, swung on and missed. Medica down on strikes for out number 2. And it will all come down to Kevin.
You're not much better off at third than you are at second. You're already in scoring position, likely with his speed to score on a single. It's a risky play.
The wild pitch pass ball comes into the equation.
It does.
We'll see. First pitch to Belsky. On the outside corner for a called strike 1. There goes Pugh for third base. It was an off-speed pitch that was fouled off. Good pitch to go on in hindsight for Pugh. But he'll have to go back. Spelsky fought it off and falls behind 0-2. Time called in the box. Belsky will step out.
Approaching a 3-hour marathon for a 7-inning game here.
It's incredible. 0-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again.
Okay, Pete. Best pitch
Yep, 2 hours and 40 minutes on the nose right now.
That's why I said approaching. It wasn't there, but.
Yep. Close enough. Point still well taken. Another 0-2. Pugh takes off again. Ball gets under the glove of Owens. So Pugh will have third base easy and round third, taking a peek. As Owens is slow to get up after chasing down the wild pitch from Kenny Pearson that rolled towards that Freedom third base dugout. The catcher hobbled.
And man, as you said earlier, if he had stole third, then he scores on that play right there.
Yep. Which is why I thought he might do it.
So the catcher, Lucas Owens, the ball got away from him and rolled away. He went running over wearing all that gear and then just slid on the ground to pounce on that ball because a speedy runner could have easily tried to score on that. And when he went down to make that play, obviously pulled something. They appear to be looking at his left leg, the back of the knee.
Seems like he's going to be okay. He is up, then hopping.
Squatting down, jumping up.
He'll get the applause and head back to his post behind the plate. Kenny Pearson in a 1-2 count. Kevin Belsky, one pitch, one out away from giving the Freedom a Game 1 win over the Yalls via the Pelfrey rule, sudden death action here in the 8th. The Yalls with other plans. Brandon Pugh just 90 feet away. If one more gets to the backstop, it could turn into a Yalls 9-8 victory. The 1-2. Rolled to second. Whiteman in front, on to first, and it will be a 9-8 Freedom victory. here on the Florence Y'alls Broadcasting Network. A marathon 7-inning game decided by the Pelfrey rule, and it's the home team that holds serve and sets up a chance to take the series in the nightcap tonight. That'll start in roughly 30 minutes right here at UC Health Stadium. We will save the post-game show for after Game 2 tonight and revisit both affairs at that time. So we'll see you for a first pitch at roughly 7:45 as the Y'alls look to even the series with the Freedom in the middle game in the nightcap of tonight's doubleheader.